Okay, so we should, I guess, start. Just move the keyboard out of the way. So, what episode are we on? I can't remember. 11. So this is starting the recording. Masks of Nyarlathotep, session 11. Following on from last session, you left the Spice Emporium on fire.
Hey, rampage!
Yep, and you burnt down quite a section at street. The fires didn't quite get to the Blue Pyramid Club, but you did torch quite a lot of the area. You then went to the Penhew Foundation, at which point you broke in and stole some stuff. You didn't set that on fire, but you escaped. You did steal from the Spice Emporium some scepters, some jars of funny powder, and a giant mirror.
Oh, of course.
The giant mirror you found had some kind of property that you could use to view, kind of a scrying or viewing mirror. There was Egyptian instructions, or instructions in hieroglyphs. You also took the mirror to the Shipley house and chucked it in the garage, and that's where the serpents were. And after that, you were making your way back to your hotel.
I see.
I believe. If anyone can remember anything other than that.
No, we were going to head back to the hotel, and then we were going to. Well, my plan was to Amscray as quickly as possible, because I'm figuring it's probably going to take them a few hours to figure out what's happened, but we need to get the hell out of London.
That seems like a good idea. Now, you found some details you've just grabbed a bunch of stuff from the Penhew Foundation, and so you're carrying bags of bits.
And we found some clues about another location. Where
So there's two locations. There is Mizer House in Essex, and the Hofang engineering works in Derby, I think. It's
That's
Derby.
right.
Well, I guess Essex is the obvious place because it's sort of on the way to Derby. So if we're getting out of London, I guess it would make sense to go to Essex first.
Indeed.
Or we could go to where we got that lodging house? I can't remember if it's Portsmouth or
Portsmouth.
So your go-to gun runner, Perry, is in
mortar. Yeah, like a 30mm, 40mm mortar. If he's got one, that'd be handy.
You would need to telegraph him, and he could then potentially, if he could obtain one, bring it to you, as long as you give him a location to meet him. So, given that Portsmouth is down by the sea,
has anyone? Because I've deleted that post, but has anyone got my? Because I made a list of like we should do these things. Has anyone still got that list? I can't quite remember what it was. It was something like go back to the hotel, find a chiropractor, pick up the stuff that we stashed at the Painty House place, because that's where we stashed the stuff, didn't we? That we blagged.
Yeah.
Possibly either buy or hire a car. And I can't remember. I wish I hadn't deleted it now, but there's a whole list of very fine ideas.
Okay, so a plan. 1, check out a hotel first thing tomorrow. 2, chiropractor. Actually, what I do is copy and I'm going to put it back into the group further down. So it's back into the WhatsApp group. So yeah, check out hotel first thing. Chiropractor, hire, buy a car, pick up the kids and the mirror, buy a camera,
Oh, yes.
camp to Portsmouth, possibly via Essex, Magnum Shaft pens a letter to Barrington with evidence to be sent at the last minute, book a passage on a boat in advance, head to Essex on the dark of the moon, rampage probably, and maybe arson.
That's it.
Okay, so I think we should move that last one up the list a little bit.
That arson is for you, Ogilvy.
Yeah,
He doesn't like to be left out, does he?
no. I'm wondering whether we should even wait until first thing tomorrow to check out of the hotel, to be honest. Because I wonder whether London might be a bit too hot to handle for us right now. So I'm wondering whether we should maybe just get out of there immediatement rather than wait about.
Walking through the streets of London, a real
Oh God, yeah, that was right.
a real heavy pea super comes down, and
Oh, yes.
you find yourselves in streets initially look like the one with the lamppost, with a variety of people wandering around wearing masks.
Strangely prescient.
I know. That was. I can't remember if this was from the big one of the 50s or this was the Spanish flu. But that photograph probably from the 50s of the. So then smoke begins to fill. So you find yourselves in the bottom right-hand corner. There's an alleyway, and the fog begins to drop, very much like the picture on the left.
Don't forget to move us over to that page, Kevin.
Yep, I know this is just to visualize what it looks like.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Find yourselves in a misty kind of London, but it's a much heavier fog than you were expecting. So, can you see the cursor?
Uh,
Do I need to ping it? Can I ping it? How do I ping it? Ping. Do I ping?
I'm still only seeing the Nyarlathotep picture at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's because clearly I'm okay. So let's go back to the. So we've done this one. This is Fire of London. Let's move that.
Okay, I see that now.
Yeah.
So sorry. So that is the image I forgot to put up. That's what you. That's. I've completely forgot to move the red thing. So let's go back a bit. So this is the.
Nice work, Ogilvy.
It wasn't all my fault. I didn't know it'd be so flammable.
Yes, that is quite mad. So then, here we go. Come on, put a montage.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so this image, you can see this. So this is this kind of street you're walking on with the beginning of the fog, and you're seeing people walking around with masks on, because this is somewhere between about 6 or 7 years after the Spanish flu, and
Are they Nyarlathotep masks?
they are. And obviously the fog and the smog was killing people anyway. So you find yourself walking through an alleyway very similar to the picture at the bottom. And then the fog comes down quite heavily all of a sudden, very much like the picture on the left, but darker. If you can see all that.
Yep.
Right.
So, now that I've remembered how to do this, London. So the map of London. Come on, speed up.
Do we have our bearings? Do we know where we are?
Sort of. Do you refresh? Cool. Oh, here we go. So, around between 37 and 45 on the map, your hotel is in roughly that area.
Don't forget, you can ping on the map if you want to. You can just.
How do you ping?
Click and hold.
That's it. Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
So I'm pinging here. That's it. So you're roughly here.
Right.
Okay. As you're wandering along in the fog. So we get to the actual map. So here we are. So, so, where's Herschel? I'm going to move Herschel out of the way. We don't. Herschel's. Let's hide Herschel here for a second. So you find yourselves walking down an alleyway as the fog descends, which is quite creepy. It feels like a much different fog than the fog and smog you've experienced before. But kind of a damp, clammy experience.
Where the hell did this fog come from?
I don't know, but I don't like it. Where's the hotel?
Man up, Ogilvy, man up.
So I need everyone to make a luck roll.
Oh, lovely. Dice rolling. Here we go.
Yeah. So let's go with.
Is that a regular?
Yes. It's just to determine who goes last. Oh yes.
Where is it?
Well done, Ogilvy. Well done, Ogilvy.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Oh dear, Ogilvy.
Yeah. What a surprise.
Who knew?
Don't tell me there's an open manhole cover. Oh, all right, Pratley. No need to show off.
7%.
I couldn't. Did you roll in Roll20? Because I can't see your roll.
I did.
I think it's because I had a whisper to keep enabled.
Oh, yeah, I probably did as well. I'll turn that off.
Oh, keeping secrets from me.
No, that's better.
So I didn't realise until.
No, I didn't realise until you just said that, but I've turned that off now.
So, as you begin to walk through the mist, you can see the mist is actually just parting as Pratley walks straight through it. But Ogilvy.
Oh my God!
Find the mist is gathering around your mouth. Make a strength roll.
Strength, did you say?
Strength.
Yeah.
How thick is this mist?
Hey!
Yeah, I saw that.
Good stuff.
So hard success. 30. Okay, so I'm not sure how to do opposed rolls, but we'll just go with what you rolled there. You feel what feels like a substantial amount of solid attempt to go up your nostril.
Oh God!
And you push it away.
So does it feel like a hand or something, or?
It feels like somebody's put a finger of fog up your nose, and you brush it away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be so Ogilvy's swiping his hand around his face.
Enzo, make a strength roll.
There you go. You all see that?
Yep. Okay, you feel.
Yep, I saw that too.
You feel these fog-like fingers enter your nose and mouth, and you can't breathe. So, make a sanity roll.
A sanity roll.
Yep.
Can I see Enzo from where I am, having struggled myself? Or is the fog too dense?
I'm going to say yes, because you're at the back.
Okay.
And you can see him just about in the fog, trying to not success. So you only take 1d8.
Oh, let's see.
As you realise some insubstantial thing.
Oh, that's all right. Then just 8. That's no problem. I don't know what you're worried about.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can you make a roll of 1 to 12? Or pick a number 1 to 12. And I will, I have...
5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have got the cards. And as you have lost more than 5 sanity, you are battered. So you immediately fall to the ground and reduce half your hit points. But as you're on the ground, you are still, as you're unconscious, you'll wake up in 10 hours, unfortunately. You can administer some first aid, but you are in the throngs of choking to death.
Right, well, seeing him fall to the floor, I'll rush over to him. Mr. Pratley.
What is it?
Enzo's in trouble.
What sort of trouble? He's always in trouble.
He's on the floor, sir. And I'll rush over to him and can I try and I've got first aid, I believe. So can I try and administer some first aid to try and help him at all?
Yes.
I think I've got first. There it is. Let me just try that.
Did you say I lost half my hit points?
Whoops, that didn't help.
For
God's sake,
I'm probably more damaged now.
I've probably just poked him in the eye with a scalpel. Why are you using a scalpel, you fool?
He is choking.
First aid. What is
I'll put him in the recovery position.
Did I lose half of what's left of my hit points? Or...
Stand aside, Ogilvy. Stand aside. What the hell's wrong with the man? And I shall try and make a first aid roll.
Okay, as you are leaning over, Arthur, make a.
No, I refuse. And you can't make me because I'm not in your house, so I can do it.
I think I can actually activate your journal and
what? Oh, I didn't give you permission. That's... what do you want me to do?
So, a strength roll.
A strength roll. Yes.
Okay, you feel a finger-like tendril of fog attempting to go up.
Ogilvy, pack that in.
But I didn't do anything.
Your cold, clammy fingers.
So, Ogilvy, what are you? So you're going to attempt the first aid?
I tried that and I failed.
First aid, yeah.
I tried that and I failed miserably, I'm afraid.
Here we go. Come on, Arthur. Oh, I'm on a roll. Come on, Enzo. My first aid is basically me just slapping Enzo around. For God's sake, come on.
Snap out of it.
You bring your hand down to the to Enzo's face, and you can feel this substantial fog, which is. It feels like it has substance, but it doesn't have substance. But there's definitely something there, and you try and grab it. But then you realise you actually got a full fog-like tendril that is going off into the mist. That realisation means you have make a sanity roll.
Very well. So what do I roll? Do I just click on my current sanity? Because there's sanity, and I've got 68 and 70. So which one do I click on?
Current
or
sanity.
just
Current sanity.
Balls.
Okay, so
wait a minute. Hang on a minute. I can spend some luck, can't I?
no, you're in combat, so unfortunately no.
We're not in combat. We haven't rolled initiative.
It attacked you first.
It didn't attack me. I was doing first aid.
So you take 1d10 hit point. No, 1d10 sanity loss. As you realise you're actually fighting.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is some gym bullshit right here. So I've got to roll 1d10, right?
Yeah.
So is it / roll 1d10? Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Why am I rolling my own damage? Fuck that. You roll the damage. You inflicted the harm. You roll the damage.
You can just use the dice rolling tab on
Sing
left.
for your supper. Keeper, sing for your supper.
I can't remember the...
Dance, monkey, dance.
Yes. Exactly.
Roll one.
Just click on the dice roller on the left. In the little menu list. There you go.
7. Oh,
Seven.
okay.
7.
That's so. If you'd like to give me a number between 1 and 12.
I'll give you a number, all right. Do it.
10.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have okay. You pass out.
Oh,
Damn your clammy fingers, Ogilvy. Damn them all to hell.
great.
So-
So I'm left standing with these two on the floor.
Ogilvy. They have both passed out.
Yeah.
As Arthur goes down, tendrils, and you can see them going around his face. Unfortunately, as you see them going, you must too make a sanity roll. As the substantial, you realise that this is a smoke-like monster,
Okay.
a thing in the fog.
Hold on a minute. So sanity.
If you succeed, it's
I didn't-
1 point of sanity.
What the hell's that? Yikes. Okay, I'm just going to make a power roll. So I failed.
1d10.
Yeah, okay.
Sanity loss. I don't think you got much sanity.
1d10, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
And make a roll between 1 and 12. So what I'm essentially doing is I've got the cards, and I am okay. So 1d10, one number between 1 and 12. I am shuffling the cards. Cards are shuffled.
By the way, how do I lower my hit points?
I think you changed to edit
Go
mode.
to
in
edit
your-
mode.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's why I was having a problem with those syntax errors, are because I had to just edit my sanity. So I'm trying
Yeah,
to test that.
I
Is that
couldn't
working
fill in
now?
like the age
That's
and
working
gender
now.
resident stuff on the character sheet. I couldn't fill that in for some reason. It wouldn't let me alter it.
Yeah, you just need to make sure you're in edit mode.
Yeah, and I wasn't in edit mode, but you've got to put like a weird hashtag or something. Didn't let me edit it. Let's try now.
Have I?
Aha, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Ogilvy, you need to make a roll a 1d12, and then tell me what you get.
I need a 1d12. Hold on. That'd be a 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a fugue stat.
A fugue state, you mean?
Yeah, fugue state. Okay, so all of you have passed out.
Oh,
Splendid.
Oh, for the love of this is some jibble.
You awaken sometime later in a semi-familiar place. You can smell smoke, or the after effects of smoke, and you can also it's a bit damp. If everyone makes a luck roll, see if you can remember, or an idea roll, knowledge roll, see if you can remember.
Knowledge
No.
roll.
Yeah.
Which
Or
is
just try and
intelligence.
remember.
Int, yeah. Intelligence. Dear.
Oh, Ogilvy failed again.
Ogilvy failed again. How many times have we heard that?
Ogilvy has no idea where he is in the
He
dark.
never has any idea where he is. Ogilvy.
Yeah, I can attest to that. That is quite correct.
What
Arthur,
happened to the professor?
he's not there.
He's done a runner.
He's done. He may return. So all you find yourselves in the basement of the house you burnt down a little while ago. So Empire Spices, you found yourselves in the sacrifice basement.
Uh-oh.
Is that the one with the chains on the walls or something?
Yep, chains and blood and whatnot.
And the club, the spiked club.
Yep. Now you took some of the stuff which you have on you. You don't have the mirror on you, do you?
No.
We stashed the mirror because we stashed everything we took from the spice shop, I think, which was maybe the mirror and some evidence.
Yeah,
We stashed that at the Shipley House. I guess what we've got on us is what we blagged from the Penny Foundation.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Ah, damn it! So my pistol and my moolah.
Yep. So the £2,000.
God damn it! I mean, it's chicken feed, but well, it's all the better. It's all the more savoury for being stolen.
So some time passes, maybe an hour. You've got no idea how.
Are we restrained, by the way?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it, what, are we tied up or?
Yes, you got your hands are tied in front of you. Quite. It doesn't look as if you haven't been tied up in a strong way. You haven't had your hands. You're not bound and gagged. You're simply just slightly bound.
Can I? Can I use my Houdini skills to
Yes.
get out of these bonds?
Come on, Enzo, you can do it.
Yes.
I'm sending positive vibes down the interweb.
Yeah, me too. Although I don't think my vibes are going to help you much, to be fair.
I'm not sure what the correct skill is. Yeah.
Have you got escapology or something? Is it escapology?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
Houdiniism.
Yeah. Surely
sleight
there
of
must
hand?
be a Houdini skill.
Sleight of hand, locksmith.
Huh? Locksmith?
Locksmith. Yeah. I'm doing rogue.
Lock picking.
Would it say lock picking?
Is that the same as locksmith?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
It's just more legit.
Yeah. Go lock.
Oh man!
Damn it!
Uh-oh. That hairpin's just broke.
He was on a roll last week with opening the doors. So you find the time.
What are we tied up with?
Blood-soaked rope.
Oh, nice.
Well, that doesn't sound like they've replaced it in a while. So, can I use my raw manliness?
Yes, you can go. It's attempting to break on through.
Yeah, that's why you failed, Enzo, because you're trying to lock pick a rope. Dad, this is the trickiest rope lock I've ever had to pick.
Now it makes perfect sense.
It does.
I could try sleight of hand.
I think, yeah, sleight of hand.
I'd go for whichever skill you've got more chance.
Well, that was lock picking. So,
Oops.
Can I try credit rating then? In that
You're going to try and bribe. You're going to bribe
Yeah,
the rope.
exactly. Everybody's got a price.
Come on, rope. I know you've got a price.
I'm a rich man. You let me out of here, you'll be set for life, rope.
It doesn't answer.
yeah, or dodge.
Yes, we need GM's. We need a keeper's decision, where I can attempt to kind of snap the ropes, or whether it's an agility check or from it.
Make a.
Sorry, I lost you there.
Who, me?
No, Kevin.
Oh. Is he disconnected?
Yes, make a. I know I'm here.
You need to hum or something, so we know that you're still there.
I was desperately
You
trying
need
to.
to sing the
That'd
the
be
Marseillaise
even
or something, just so we know.
If you just disconnected and left us our characters in this situation for the next 2 hours, it'd be like,
See you next time.
truly horrible.
Suckers.
So I'm not going to do that. Let's just get rid of that. So you can't hear me at all?
No, we can hear you
No, I
now.
can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I was trying to get a map up, but you're just. So the other two of you know where you are. You are in the cellar of the Empire Spices.
Right. So we were just waiting to see if there's a way that.
Don't
So-
worry,
so-
Enzo. We know this place. Maybe worry a little bit.
And then you can hear a creaking from upstairs and the sound of footsteps.
Okay, now I'm panicking.
Slowly, clip clop. That's horses, but no. Stiletto heels. You look over to the
Can I
doorway.
make it? All right. Can I? Is it? So how can I break my bonds?
You can make a strength roll.
All right. I
And
shall
I'll-
strain my mighty twos.
You need a.
Go. Wish me luck, gents. Because if I can break free of my bonds, I'm just out of here.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Look at that. Fabulous.
Bradley for the win.
As you break open your bonds, the door opens,
Oh, come on. What a load of bull.
and an Egyptian woman.
Well, as soon as the door opens, I will launch myself at the door.
Okay, there's an Egyptian woman
Yeah,
standing.
she's about to get punch up the conch.
She's about to get a face full of prattly.
That's damn right.
Okay, let me just find.
There's two ways this can go, baby. For a face full of prattling.
Oh, by the way, what are you doing later?
Ching ching. Where is she? Where's she gone? She has moved. I'm just trying to find. Oh, there she is.
Am I
okay.
supposed to be seeing a combat map at this point?
No, because it tried to disconnect whilst I was trying to get the map up. So
How?
because I completely forgot to get the map of the spice cellar. I got all the other maps, but not the spice cellar because clearly that was too obvious.
You can always just sketch something up. You can just use your drawing tools.
Yeah,
to
just
kind
go
of
to a
put something
blank
up.
page. You can just use the drawing.
Yeah, we're not fussy.
Yeah,
We're
we
happy
won't mark
to.
you down. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where's insert? Paste, edit.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to add a picture to.
Okay, so we want to go to the second tab, which is your images. You know, like the files and journal tab,
That's yeah.
and that's where you should see your uploaded images, and then just drag it onto a page.
Yeah, that's the one. I've
And
just
then
done it.
don't forget to move the red tag over so we can see it.
Map. Okay. Just going to. Okay, so start with.
Hey, there we go.
Cool.
So
You can, don't forget you can copy the icons onto that page if you want, so that we can move our icons about.
yeah, not totally necessary, but that's where you are.
Theatre of the mind.
Yes. Okay, so as she steps through,
Yep.
make an initiative roll.
Okay, dokie. What's initiative?
Oh no, it's Dex, isn't it? So what's your Dex?
My dexterity is 45.
Okay, she has a 90% Dex.
What? Nimble little minx, ain't she?
So as you launch towards her,
Yep.
Hey,
she will. I'm going to roll dice because.
Would she be surprised thinking that her captives were all tied up, unconscious?
Normally, yes,
Oh,
but because it's you guys, no.
what? Us, the complete incompetents that basically can't even open doors. Are you sure she doesn't underestimate our amazing inability?
And she steps aside as you crash to the floor behind her, and she steps through, and she goes, "Come, Mr. Pratley, please come in a rather deep Egyptian accent, which I'm not going to attempt. Please sit down. We have business to attend."
All right, so I will get myself up That's my. And is she sort of just? Is she in the doorway? Or is she going into?
She'll be standing. So she'll be standing at 14, and you are here.
Right. Okay. As I walk past her, I attempt to punch her in the face.
Okay.
By surprise, I want to just because I don't. She's got a basement full of crazy occult crap.
Yeah, I'm with Pratley.
Yeah.
Smack her one.
Damn straight.
Okay, so as you go to lunge forward and punch her, there's a gun pointing in her face. She has.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has.
What size gun? Is it a little lady Derringer? Because I think I could probably take that hit.
It's enough to pop a cap in your ass. It's a .32 also. Sit down.
No,
Mr.
I'm the one that pops caps in asses. Nobody pops a cap in my ass.
No.
All right, I guess I pull back my punch. So it's like, and I just see the click, hear the click of the gun. It's like, oh, fair enough.
You can untie your compatriots. I have a proposition for you, gentlemen. I believe you seem to be quite capable chaps.
We laugh at that.
She's looking around.
If Ogilvy laughs, I prod him in the side with my boot. Right. Yes. Tell us, lady.
I believe we have a mutual enemy.
You're probably going to have to narrow that down a little bit, Curly. We've got enemies on 2 continents at this moment in time. I mean,
Gathergan.
Name rings a bell.
Edward Gathergan.
Where have I heard that name? Ogilvy.
I don't know, sir. I recognize the name, but
Enzo.
I think we've upset so many people.
It's
very hard to remember.
Penny Foundation.
Oh God, yes, we just ripped that place off, set it on fire.
No, you didn't set it on fire. Did you set it on fire?
Oh yeah. Ogilvy set it on fire to be particular.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we set it on fire.
Yeah, we definitely set it on fire. We're each getting our kind of like our shtick. Mine is rampage. Ogilvy
Mine is arson.
Arson.
Enzo is doors.
Yeah. Lock picking. Why is Gathergan our enemy?
When your friend, when you came to me earlier this evening, it's 10 hours have passed. Last night at the Blue Pyramid Club, you mentioned a name.
Well, that was Enzo, wasn't it?
That was Enzo, yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned a name, and that name was Jackson Elias.
Yes.
Never heard of him. My eyes just do this kind of like left, right.
Well, Jackson Elias was investigating Penny Foundation in Gathergan, and I believe that Gathergan has sent something or someone into the mists to attack you. Had it not been for my agents, you'd have been found dead in the galleys of London.
So it wasn't you that sent that fog thing, finger prodding monstrosity?
Yes.
It was you.
No, Gathergan sent it. I sent him.
Right. Okay.
My
Do you mind if I untie my compatriots?
No. By all means. By all means.
Okay. I will.
Well, tied up to restrain you to stop you writhing around too much.
I'm guessing Enzo's got some kind of like flick knife or thing in his pocket that he just habitually carries.
Well, it's not a flick knife, but
it's a machete.
He keeps it down his trouser leg.
Okay, I'm not touching that. Your trouser machete. That's a man's business.
These Italians.
That's what they call it. Hey, do you want to see my trouser machete?
Enzo clicks his heel, and a stiletto knife pops out from the
Fantastic.
I take his shoe off and then cut the rope.
Sawing through the rope with a shoe knife.
As you take off Enzo's shoe, you realise you must pay Enzo more. Big hole sock.
Pay the man? What do you mean, pay the man?
Didn't even know work for me. She says, okay, so
Well, I've got somebody that takes care of that. Enzo, if there's a problem, you need to speak to them. I don't handle money. Okay? So yeah.
Oh, all right.
Enzo looks at Ogilvy, realising that Ogilvy handles the money.
I don't have. Okay, Mr. Enzo. I pull out my little leather-bound notebook once I'm untied, and I shall make a note.
Madam,
To have a
where's the
look at
professor?
Yes, Mr. Bradley. The professor is
Still dressed as a woman, I think.
okay. So
An attractive woman at that.
our game. So Karen's not going to be here until the end of the nightmare. So we can either have
sorry, can you narrow down nightmare? Sorry.
a 12-week. The real outside world pandemic-y nightmare.
Got it.
Rather than the horror that you're about to witness.
Got it.
So we can either have him as a background NPC, or he could disappear for a bit.
Or we could just kill him.
No, I have a
Thrown into danger. I think the professor's always wanted to be a bullet shield.
Yeah, I agree.
I know. Okay, I know what's happening. She says, "Oh, your Herschel."
Oh,
Errand.
right. Yes.
Yeah. He woke up earlier. He's on an errand. Which I'll explain shortly. Edward Gavigan is not a nice chap. He sent the things to attack. So our mutual enemy, it would be beneficial if you could do some of your I'm not sure what you call it, but you seem to have a knack of
That voodoo that we do so well.
yeah, your knack of willful destruction.
We call it rampage.
Rampage, that's quaint. Yes, your rampage. If you could rampage on Gavigan, that would be beneficial to both of us. Now, I could give you some instructions of where he and whatnot, but I think maybe a compromise. Maybe if you were to cause a distraction for our friend Gavigan, I could arrange the rest.
You need to
We
elaborate
certainly-
a little.
Yeah, we certainly specialise in action.
I will give you Gavigan's home location, how to get there, to do on a platter.
Now, is this the same location as this estate or whatever it is?
She hasn't told you yet, so you don't know.
Yeah, because we might already know that information. I can't remember what it's called. Miser?
Not M-I-S-R, Miser House. Miser House.
If it's Miser House, baby, we're way ahead of you. I have to do better than that.
Oh, it is Miser House. But there are some pertinent pieces of information that be useful. What I would like you to do is go to Miser House, burn it to the ground.
Oh,
My-
hey.
my-
Have I
Hey.
mentioned to you guys that I'm thinking of getting a mortar?
So when you say burn it to the ground, Ogilvy's ears prick up.
I believe Herschel, as instructed, because he has already agreed to this, is on his way to Portsmouth to pick up Perry. I would say Perry Mason, but Perry Mason's the wrong one. What's his name? Perry something, isn't it?
Perry Whistle? Perry
Perry whistle.
Perrier? Is he going to pick up some Perrier water for us?
Perry. No, he's Herschel believed that a friend of yours in Portsmouth, Mr. Perry, had access to sufficient equipment, shall we say, to assist you.
That's what I'm saying, a mortar.
Yes, he did mention the word mortar, which is why I thought that actually you chaps could, in fact, meet with your Perry Astor in Portsmouth, and or meet at Mr. House. I believe Herschel was instructions I gave to Herschel was if he did have a chap that could have access to heavier, it would be good if he were to meet you at Miser House.
Wow.
Kevin, audio's going very good.
Is it? Oh, sorry.
Yours is a bit wibbly wobbly as too, Steve. Just a bit.
Is it?
Well, actually, you got a little bit echoey just for a second.
Oh, okay.
Just disconnect my phone.
What happened there?
I just disconnected my phone, so I need to be closer to the mic.
How's that?
Correct.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, my mic is has got about 6 inches of cable, so I'm waiting for my new mic to arrive. Actually, so distance is a problem. So she says that Herschel is on his way to, and he will meet up with Perry Astor and make their way to Mr. House by boat.
Are you telling us that Mr. Perry Whistle agreed to this?
Yes.
Do I believe her?
Make a psychology roll.
Is she still pointing the gun at us?
She has the gun in her hand, but it's not quite pointing at you. So it's she, as she's talking, she's like waving the gun.
See, I want to know, why, if she rescued us, why did she tie us up?
Because you were thrashing around in your insanity, and you.
No, that's not what I did. I passed out.
She's
Bradley doesn't thrash around in
if you
insanity.
go to the video, she's kind of going, talking like this with a gun.
What
I
video?
think it's probably because we have a bit of a reputation for smashing things up and burning things down. That's probably why she tied us up.
Speaking, sorry, have you just to
I
interject?
smashing things up in bed in your music.
Yeah. Have you guys got your video cameras on?
No.
Yes. No, I put them on for a second.
Oh, that's fine. Because I can only see me, so with that, I just need to refresh or something.
Okay, that's all right. I was just
Oh,
waving
no.
the gun around.
Hello. I've
Hello.
turned it on now, but I've got it muted, basically.
So yeah, she's waving the gun around a little bit.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but it sounds legit to me.
I
Based
mean,
on my psychology roll.
we're probably going to end up having to rampage on him anyhow. So we may as well do it now, I guess.
Okay, so are we all in agreement?
Totally.
But
Sure.
I'd rather like my mirror back, as it will aid me.
Your mirror.
What mirror? Ogilvy, do you know anything about a mirror?
Oh, I never pay attention to anything, sir. I make it a habit to be on it.
He's out of it all the time.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
Can I have my shoe back?
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah, I was cleaning my pipe out with it. I give him back his shoe.
Thank you.
Who's your shoemaker, by the way? I'm kind of liking that.
It's Signor Marconi in downtown New York.
Oh shit. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe somebody in London will be able to give me a shoe like that.
So she punches you in the face.
Who, me?
No, Ogilvy.
Ogilvy
Why?
punches me in the. Why are you punching me in the face, Ogilvy?
No, who said that they didn't? Oh no, sorry, it was Pratley. Pratley
What?
said, you know nothing about the mirror. He punches you square in the face.
Okay, I'm going to try and block her. So I'm just like to grab a punch.
So
Right.
damage. Hang on. So your damage for that is because it's unexpected. Is let me see
It's
one.
not entirely unexpected.
Where's she gone? 1d3 plus 1d4. Let's see how that works. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Okay.
Did you put a?
No, I didn't. I just realised. Yeah. Well, roll one. I got the shit keyboard. It's a good one. D4. Hang on. Oh, there we go. 6 points of damage. and that's just kind of bruising damage for a smack in the face.
Okay, I'm going to try and block
No.
it. So as she swings for me, I'm just going to like grab a swing with my fist.
Okay, make
Hello,
a
is everyone still there?
yes,
I
make a
am.
brawl roll.
A brawl.
Hello.
Yes. We can hear you, Steve.
Yeah.
Can you
Steve?
hear us?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you, Steve.
Hello? Are you guys still there?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I've just lost
Yes.
all audio.
We can. Yes. Hear you. Right. I've got to do a brawl.
I'll just do
Brawl.
Everything's a bit quiet.
no.
Ha ha!
Hello?
Hi,
Hello.
Steve. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh shit! Everyone's dropping out of the stream.
I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Sound Ogilvy makes as he collapses to the floor, accepting your damage instead of you. So you success actually hit. It goes to hit you in the face. Grab her hand.
Yeah. I just basically. It's just literally swings. I just grab it and go. Now come on.
You do have the mirror.
We do have the mirror, but does she know we have the mirror?
Yes. Enzo came to the club. She threw him at the club. He was seen going into her house and burning it to the ground. You bundle the mirror into the taxi. So she has been following you anyway. She has enough information to believe 99% that you had the mirror.
Okay. As I take a punch, I just like go. You're a feisty one, aren't you?
Indeed.
Okay, you can have your mirror back.
36-year-old. She's a 36-year-old. Quite a.
You can have your mirror back as long as I get Gavigan's gun and those 2,000 guineas that I took from his place.
Oh yes, you can take all that. Gavigan's up
Okay.
anyway, so
Are we cool, guys? Enzo?
All right.
Fine.
Ogilvy appears to have.
He appears to have disappeared.
Yes, is he?
Yes, he's not in Discord.
Off Discord now, so I guess he's probably trying to rejoin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taken his heart, burnt his house down.
It's off roll 20 as well, actually.
Yep.
Yep. Right, he's on the.
Oh, there he comes. Steve?
Yeah, I'm back again. Hello.
Hi.
Don't know what the hell happened there.
So,
Anyone else?
no.
Hello. What happened there? Did I just drop out?
Yeah, you literally dropped out. You're off.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh,
You were off roll 20 as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm back in roll 20 now.
Can't see you.
I don't know what the hell happened there. Very odd.
oh yes.
Oh, no, you're back. You're back.
It looks like the audio's still recording though, which
Yes.
is impressive. So I'm not going to risk restarting the audio. So
I'm just
obviously, if
reloading the
it
game.
if it works, I'll just edit out the gap there. But if it failed, then I'll
we
know better for
get
next time.
talking. We continue to get talking. So,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. All right, apologies for that. Right, anyway, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
back in the room.
We just kept on.
Of course you did.
So, she went for a swing at Prattley. Prattley blocked her, and she told him that you definitely have the mirror. And if you bring her the mirror, she will give you Gavigan's place and its dark secrets. On a
And the $2,000.
yes, and
and
the
the revolt.
$2,000.
Yes.
What is this? Why is this mirror so important to you anyway?
It's weird, Enzo. It's really freaking weird.
It's has Enzo seen it?
Yes.
He's probably
Ooh,
seen it. Yeah. No, actually, because I think we demonstrated it because when we took it to the Shipley place, we luzzed a few bricks at it just to show him how amazing it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, we did. Yeah.
It's just yes, the mirror is mine. I am the only one who use it. It's important to me. It has certain qualities.
Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. Where the hell did you get that from?
I bought it from a guy down the pub.
British
She's
pubs. They're great.
absolutely 100% lying.
Funny story. I bought a meat pie from a guy down the pub.
Oh, from London, I wouldn't. And she leans in slightly.
Alright.
She leans in slightly towards you and says, I really wouldn't.
Is she threatening me?
No, she's trying to give you advice. Don't eat meat pies from men in pubs.
Well, that's fine advice coming from you. Don't buy strange, kooky mirrors from men in pubs. I mean, come on. Who of us is taking more of a gamble here? That thing is positively eerie.
So in terms of using it against, yes, you think you could chuck her through the mirror, but
We can't chuck her through the mirror. The mirror's not a teleporter. It's
It's the painting, isn't it?
painting. Yeah, we've got the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, that's a good point. In that case, I guess we can probably afford to give her the mirror, can't we? Really?
Yeah, we've pretty much agreed to give her the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Obviously, we'll drag her heels on it, so she's not. So we don't seem too keen, but I reckon we can do that.
Okay, so if you were to return here with the mirror in, say, an hour, I will give you the information you require. Before you go, is there anything else you'd like to ask her? So you
What
know-
the fuck is up with this basement, girl? There's all kinds of weird shit for inflicting pain and misery. There's blood everywhere. Come on.
I have needs. She says in both a creepy way. But in a-
I have needs too, but I don't need to kill people in my basement.
Oh, what if you had a basement?
I had a sub basement, lady. Back in America, I had 2 whole basements.
Well, good for you. Good for
It
you.
was. The wine was so fresh.
So is there anything you'd like to ask her? You have 3 locations, kind of 4 locations you know of that you had been investigating. They were, or that you know, they were the Hanson engineering firm in Derby, the Ivory Wind boat, obviously Miser House, and you had that clipping of a place up north where some strange kind of things had gone on that Jackson had looked at in Derbyshire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking just out of character here. Maybe we should, because how long's Karen going to be out of the picture? Did
So
you say?
if we say this is going to go on for 3 months, that's 4 sessions.
Yeah.
Has he not got like webcam and stuff?
He has, but the issue is Emma works during the day and looks after baby in the day.
The wee baby Rufus.
Rufus, so he works in the evenings. So,
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah, so-
okay.
he works in a brewery, doesn't he? So is he just
He
getting
does,
drunk?
yeah.
Is he just basically
Lucky
getting drunk?
bastard.
I don't know if he's working in the brewery though. I don't know whether he's had to get another job or something.
Yeah, so he's doing evenings. So there's a kind of like a balance issue that he can't carry out.
Well, I mean, I don't know how this. Like I say, so there's 2 things. One, I mean, obviously, it's lockdown, paranormal lockdown UK right now.
Yep.
So we could potentially run games whenever. We could do, if we're doing it on Roll20, we could do it morning, we could do it on Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon. So we could potentially reschedule if that's. But if he can't join the game, I'm thinking maybe we head up, because I don't think Karen would want to miss out on Miser House Rampage. So we could sort of potentially do that because I wasn't really planning to do that, but we could go off and do that, on
But
our,
in terms of getting it, because obviously Enzo brought up the idea of mortars. So
I brought up the idea of mortars.
Yeah, that was partly to be fair.
I don't
yeah.
think mortars is not really Enzo's style.
Yeah, Enzo would be much more subtle, wouldn't
The
he?
stiletto in the back is Enzo's style.
Yeah.
Mortars is definitely Pratley's.
It seems like a good idea to have, rather than just sit in the background as an NPC and suddenly appear, to send him off to a side quest of going down, basically driving to Portsmouth, getting Periaster, them going to run round for a day, half a day, whatever it is, to get some mortars and meet you at Mirza House.
Yeah, the Adventures of Professor Perrywhistle, arms dealer.
So they're going to get so essentially in the background they're going to get a mortar, get on a boat and sail round from Portsmouth to Miser House because it's on Water than Ace.
I mean, if he's going on a quest, how hard would it be to get some field art? I mean, he could really rampage.
Yeah, they can get mortars because the war has, the World War One's just finished.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of artillery just.
That is true.
Really big stuff. We could.
You can have a mortar.
Oh,
and
no
some
field artillery. Oh, you're so strong.
Yeah. So in essence, he will turn up.
You're such a buzzkill.
I know. James. So essentially, Herschel will turn up at Mirza House as and when you do Mirza House. If it turns out that time-wise, you want to move on to Egypt, Kenya, or where else, he'll just appear then. So he'll just turn up later. So he'll be in the background, and he'll participate at Miser House. But that's a couple. That's either in the next half an hour or next couple of weeks.
I think the problem is we just don't know.
No, so he's in the background, and we'll just keep him there in the background, able to know where you are intuitively, because obviously Ogilvy's got his money, and by telegram that you're out of picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do we not necessarily want? Is that sort of?
So I wouldn't worry too much about
rescheduling times.
No, because he's. I think they've only got the one laptop. I think so. Emma's using it during the day, and he's
right.
It's a timings issue, and I think that's the main. Said, I believe.
So I guess we're heading up north then. I think also, and maybe you email Karen or WhatsApp him, but the other idea that I say the things to do will be to prepare actually it doesn't really matter now because we were going to stitch up Spice Lady, but I suppose we could still potentially how much evidence did we get from Penn Foundation? Like really solid, because we were looking, because he was investigating the Egyptian murders, wasn't he?
So Barrington was investigating Egyptian murders. He went to Penn. Penn said, there used to be a brotherhood, the Black Pharaoh or something, and that was years ago, and they've got a mild cult now, but it's nothing to worry about. Whereas Zahira, the woman you're speaking to, she went to Barrington, and she went, no, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing.
Is she the one doing the? I mean, she must be the one responsible for those ritualistic killings.
That's what you believe at her house.
What the F is going on?
Okay.
That's not my end.
That's not my end. My taste in music at all.
What happened there?
I don't know. There was some weird music being played.
Oh, okay.
Was that you, Steve?
Might have been. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. There was something on my phone.
You know that this post is going to be demonetized now. Some algorithm's going to pick on that, and you're going to get a copyright notice on it.
Not again.
Not again.
That's all right. I can edit that out, so that's fine.
You always say that. So yeah, what he could also do is potentially then, because okay, we're in allegiance with this girl now, but what I was going to suggest that he basically wraps up all the evidence that we had, because we got the sacrificial weapons. We basically just grabbed as much as we could. He could potentially box all that up, get that ready, and then when we're essentially ready to split town, he could basically just send that to Barron and say, there you go, courtesy of Magnum Shaft, here's some evidence for you. And so potentially, we could sort of potentially backstab her, and because she's not ideal ally. It's the enemy of my enemy. So that's something he could also do, just prepare a manuscript, get the evidence together, and just say, okay, it will be sent, and we basically leave Blighty, send it to Barrington, and hopefully we'll be the shit hit.
Yes, but there are. You can ask us some questions before we go, and the questions are because you've got other locations you know about but don't know anything about. Makes sense. The Henson engineering, in which there was some paperwork in Gavigan's office or Gavigan's sub basement.
What was that about? What was it relating to? I can't remember.
Some pipes and some gas works and some engineering stuff had been sent there. You also had information. So there's stuff going on the Ivory Wind boat. There was also letters to Ho Fang in Shanghai and letters to Australia.
Do we send Perry to Australia then?
Perry Astor.
Yeah, no, Perry Whistle. We'll send the professor. We'll send the professor to Australia.
He'd
Okay.
like that.
He would.
So
He'd like that.
He was interested in that back guano lecture, wasn't he? It's right up his
Yeah.
alley.
Yeah.
and that guy had left you. Said there was a photograph he had with his mate in Sydney, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's my. I mean, I'm not trying to say this is what you should do, but I think probably the most sensible thing to do is for us to pick up the leads up north and just go on a little side adventure, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
We'll come back and we'll deal with, because we can't. I mean, actually, that's something I will ask her about if she's got this information, because it was at the dark of the moon, wasn't it? So I'm assuming that's when there is like no moon. But
yeah,
we'll see if we can get that confirmed, and then we can figure out how long we've got. Because it sounds like it's something that happens. You know, it's not just a one-off. It happens every time.
okay. So what you're going to ask? So a number of questions you can ask her before she eventually tells you to bugger off. So
Enjoy
Well, she
your flat, baby.
She obviously doesn't want that mirror very much, then, does she?
No, she did. She said she wanted it back within the hour.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure she'll answer some questions.
Yeah.
So she starts tapping her feet as you're kind of mumbling to each other. My mirror.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get your mirror. It's in a safe place.
Okay.
So,
Question.
what is the
Do you know-
connection with Miser House? Is that with and
So Miser
Gavigan?
House is owned by. It's currently owned by Gavigan. That's where he performs his. I'm going to say parlor tricks. Even you see this corner of her mouth kind of goes up with a wry smile, which is parlor tricks.
Hmm. And you want us to go down there and
And as your friend said, do a little rampage. I believe. Yes.
Listen, baby. There's nothing little about my rampages.
Indeed.
he does not lie.
Is that all, or are you going to get my?
Well, like I say, I will ask her about. What do you know about the dark of the moon? Was that the exact phrase that they used?
Yes, the dark of the moon. Once a month, when the moon is at its darkest, just before the new moon, Gavigan and his cohorts strip naked and run around the woods, tending to pray to crazy god. It's a ritual. They I don't know.
And
Strip naked, run in the woods.
Really? That's a bit strange. Where do they do this?
Is a house.
Oh,
Make a psychology roll to see if you think she is.
okay. Where? There we go.
Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Totally.
You
I'm
thought
no
immediately
expert,
head
but I
over
reckon
heels
those
in
red
love
bits.
with her.
Sounds fine.
I think she's telling the truth.
Every lunar month, during the new moon, special rites at Miser House. Around 50 to 60 individuals, lasting around 4 hours, run around and naked and fornicate in the woods. So it's the first bit, sounds totally legit. The second bit, when she kind of says they run around naked and fornicate in the woods, you're less convinced, but you're not sure. She's saying it very convincingly. So,
Who am I to judge?
What people get up to at their weekends is their own business. Yeah.
as long as they keep 2 meters apart.
Yeah.
They don't perchance ship these people to this place in a truck, do they?
Yes. But I would imagine it's not a good idea to go, whilst you may have 4 hours place, it might be worth not going to Miser House when he has 50 to 60, 40 to 60 fanatical lunatics with him.
Okay, so
The odds there are
I'm thinking if we could figure out when that truck leaves, if we could take that truck out. Landmines were invented. Look, they had landmines, didn't they? They had explosives.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yep. So we could. That's something to file away. Maybe we just if we know the route they take, we could set up an ambush.
You did find something.
Fish in a barrel, Ogilvy. Even you'll be able to bag something.
I'm not sure, Mr. Prattley. I'm not sure if that would help me, but
oh, come on, man, come on, it'll be fun. The screaming, just like shooting tigers.
I've never shot tigers either, Mr. Prattley. To be fair.
Oh, for God, you haven't lived, Ogilvy. You haven't lived.
There's not so many tigers in Baltimore, I'm afraid.
Well, you're obviously not looking hard enough. You've got a zoo there, surely. But that's again something else to file away. That potentially we, rather than waiting for them to go to the estate, we could ambush the truck on some lonely Essex road.
Ferris and Son was a warehousing vehicle removal vehicle that you found the.
Well, that's why I asked, because they were specific about the Dark of the Moon. I think that's where the reference was from. Dark of the Moon was from that receipt.
Yeah, see, the motor hire memorandum. The vehicle was leased for the 4th of February to the 11th of February.
How long? Sorry, say that again.
4th of February
to
the 11th of February.
So 7 days.
7 days. And it is the...
and does the Dark of the Moon fall into that? I guess we wouldn't know until we look at a calendar.
No, it's the 2nd of February.
Oh?
And what's the date? What's our current space time?
2nd of February.
Okay, so it's a couple of days.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure we could wrap up this business in Derbyshire. So we could haul out. That's what I'm thinking we're doing then. I think we to cut a long story short, we grab the mirror, give it back to her.
Yep.
And then, as I say, we'll probably, maybe you're right about not going back to the hotel. I see we've got stuff stashed at the hotel, but I'm thinking go to the hotel.
Yeah, no, I think we should go to the hotel, but I think we should just go get it and then get out rather than, because the original plan was we were going to check out in the morning, but I think we go back, gather our stuff, get the hell out of there, because I think that's unsafe, or it will be unsafe.
Well, it is, because they're onto us already, right?
Yeah, so I think we head back straight back to the hotel.
It was indeed Gavigan that sent old Chill Fingers after us. then yeah, they're already kind of clocked us to a degree. But so,
I think we go back to the hotel, and I think we assume when we go to the hotel that it might be under observation. So in other words, we go in cautiously and get our stuff, and then just get out of there. Basically, that's what I would
the
suggest.
professor is still in disguise.
Yep,
The professor
as a comely wench.
Yes.
So he could potentially go in, settle up the bill, get the stuff out. Oh no, they probably wouldn't recognise it. Excuse me.
I don't suppose they'd care as long as he pays the bill. They care, would they? Yeah.
But where do we go then?
Well, I think we. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're back in.
Okay, so if we're missing a section, we can replay over that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means for the early recording, because it recorded obviously some of it, the first bit. Like I say, let's not worry too much about it. I mean, I'll have a look at it later on if I can salvage any of it. I don't want to interrupt the game for the sake of it. But as I say, so maybe we could. I say what you could do. Maybe just summarise what's happened so far, just in case we
over the last few minutes, we have lost audio. After waking up in the room cellar of the Empire Spices, Zafira, the lady came down, the Egyptian lady came down and offered you Gavagan's head on a plate, which you kind of accepted to do. And you were just really talking about what we're going to do now and in the future. Whether you were going to go to Derby, go straight to Miser House, or what have you. So that's really what's happened in the last few minutes. And you were going to ask us some questions. You had some locations that you had heard of but didn't know nothing about.
Oh, and we also decided that Perry Whistle was going to be sent down to Portsmouth to go and grab some more equipment.
She's already sent him down to Portsmouth. He's going to primarily a mortar. If you needed anything else, you could telegram Perry. And that's something that could turn up at a later date. And then in the background, Perry can then go be hunting for mortars for a couple of days or what have you.
Yeah, so that's cool.
The Dark of the Moon was the lunar. Every lunar month there was a new moon, and the rites were then at that new moon. So,
and current game date you said was 2nd of
February. Yeah, 2nd of February is it's late on the 2nd of February.
Yeah, it's this 2nd of because we're in like we're probably got like 2 a.m.
So it was 12 a.m. when you got attacked by the creature in the fog. 10 hours later, you woke up.
10 hours?
Yeah, you lost 10 hours.
Bells.
Yeah, and that each of you, when you picked the card, you each lost 10 hours for a bunch of different things. You're all a bit shaken. So it's 11 o'clock on the 2nd.
Okay, so I don't know what you agreed to do while I was away.
Just we weren't sure about the recording, so we're just really catching up with what happened.
Right. Yeah.
So we've been asking more questions.
Well, okay. If it's that late, then I will go out and I will try and secure a car.
Okay. So you know about the Van Hire and the Ivory Wind. That was on the paperwork that you found at Gavagan's place. You also found information about a cast iron safe from Henson Manufacturing, and one of the newspaper articles talks about something in Derbyshire, which is where Henson Manufacturing is. But you don't know. That's all you know about them.
Yeah, I think we go to Derbyshire.
And you don't ask. Yeah.
What was the Ivory thing?
Ivory Wind is a boat.
But what do we know about it? I mean, is it like modern? Is it in?
So you didn't actually go through all the paperwork, but you know bits because you found the information about the Ivory Wind.
Yeah, because it was on fire. Thanks, Ogilvy.
I get a bit carried away.
Ivory wins a boat.
The Ivory Wind is a boat, yes. So that's information you picked up at the Penhew Foundation.
Because the Derbyshire connection, there was also something in the papers as well, wasn't there?
Yes, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to.
A series of deaths or something.
Yeah, there was
Murders. It was murder.
Murder Most Foul.
Oh, the worst kind of murder.
No, not that one. Yes. So the Ferris and Sons were hiring a boat. We were hiring a vehicle to take stuff to Waterloo-on-the-Naze, and you did find something about a boat. That's not that. Oh yes. So Derbyshire. In the scoop, the article read, "Police baffled by monstrous murders. Killer beast shot but still alive. Derwent Valley residents shocked last month by 2 murders and a serious assault on a 3rd victim are still without satisfactory explanation. Perpetrator of the dreadful attacks. At that time, Lesser Edel farmer George Osgood and resident Lydia Perkins were torn to shreds, apparently unrelated murders." And it goes on. So that was one of the articles that Jackson Elias had been looking at.
Okay. And where was Miser House?
My house is it was a Waterloo-on-the-Naze in Essex.
Essex. Okay. Okay. I'm with. I agree with Mr. Pretley. We should go to Derbyshire. What do you think, Henry?
Yeah. What do you think, Henry? Henry. What do you
You're
think?
muted.
I totally agree, Mr. Pratley. So yes, I think that makes perfect sense.
Good choice. You won't go wrong if you agree with Arthur Pratley. You'll go a long way.
Yes, I'm beginning to see that.
Yeah. So we just basically got to figure out how we're going to do that. Do we want to take public transport? Do we want to get a train up there, or do we? Because we've got to retrieve this. We've got to retrieve this mirror. So I'm thinking, let's have a car.
There's a mirror and what, 5, 6 paintings?
So
Yeah, big one.
probably going to need a van, aren't we?
A van?
Miss Hera, do you have a vehicle we could use?
To go and retrieve your mirror.
We know we burned your house down and stole all your gear, but can we perchance borrow a car?
What?
No.
Oh, she's
It'll be some little Morris or something. It's like, no, there's no way Arthur Pratley's going to be seen in that thing.
No, I don't have a vehicle.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to look up some British cars of the 20s.
You can also make an idea roll
Car.
to see if you can remember something. No, luck roll to see if you can remember something.
Is that all of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. If that's what you really want, I will basically luck it up. Oh, I've got pish. Okay. Journal.
What a surprise, look. A complete failure.
Right. Well, shall we just go and get this mirror and then
Ball suckers.
I'll
I think the first thing we should do is go get the mirror, and then I think we need to go back to the hotel and get our gear.
But don't
Before
we
we do
need a
anything.
car first?
Nobody succeeded.
Nope.
I'll just
Ooh.
I'll just liberate another vehicle off the street and then
A nice one, Enzo. A nice one.
Yes, a decent one, please.
don't like doing it, of course, but you know,
Well, you say that.
Need to master
Difficult.
some price, Enzo.
difficult times call for
Well, like I say,
extraordinary.
I literally could buy a car or lease a car.
But do we
Just
have
not at
time
this
for
time
that?
of night, really.
Oh, an armored car.
What?
I'm just
It's
looking
like
at pictures of. Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, that would be.
Roller. Oh, it's a Bentley. In the late 1920s, Bentley was. That's a swish-looking motor. Oh, I think I want a Bentley.
Have I dropped out of Roll20?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, stop
Yeah.
doing that. Why'd you
Well,
keep dropping out?
I think that's your credit
Intentionally.
rating. Probably.
No, I can see I've dropped out of it. It's all right, I'm back in now.
I don't know, that's purely your credit rating. They're talking about Bentleys and you just thrown it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just right. It's way above my pay grade, that one.
Yeah. So,
Well,
as you, obviously, I'm not going to allow you to simply leave. One of my associates will be going with you. And she just claps her hands together.
That wasn't part of the deal, lady.
Mr. Bradley, I don't
Thought we
think
had
she
an
trusts
agreement.
us.
I believe burning
We've got a
my
lot
shop
of
down.
reverb there, Steve.
Yes, burning my shop down wasn't part.
Well, we didn't know you were one of the good guys at that point.
In inverted commas.
Steve, you're echoing like a bitch mother.
Okay, hold on. That better?
Yep.
Cool. Sorry, yeah, I forgot to mute myself. Apologies.
No worries.
Right. Oh, this technical stuff's hard to get your head around, isn't it?
And if only we a couple of IT experts to wait.
Yeah, exactly. If only I could find one. Unfortunately, Roll20 and Discord are not in my job description.
So she says,
right.
Hey, do you want to hear something really futile? Try and get Digger to run Roll20 for his AD&D game.
yeah,
I won't be drove. I'll not have anything to do with that newfangled technology.
I don't think that's entirely inaccurate.
I sent him a message.
Steve, you've got to take that out.
What's that?
You've got to take that out. They kill me.
No, not good. Don't worry, I'll edit it out. It's fine. He won't listen to it anyway.
No, it's internet, interwebby. You won't know.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
So she says, my associate here, you can call her P. P
Who?
here. P.
P?
P.
P? That's not a
H-E?
name. That's a letter.
The letter P.
P?
P. If I have to say that
P?
again, I'll punch you in the face again.
You can try.
So
P will accompany you to your to the location to assist you in bringing my mirror back.
Can I just check? Is she a small, slight, oriental-looking woman?
No,
Just P. Okay. That's a relief, because if she was, she'd definitely know Kung Fu, so...
oh, she's Egyptian.
Oh,
She knows
okay.
Egyptian Kung Fu. That's 10 times worse.
That's even worse. Okay. We need to watch this one.
what does this P look like?
A rather beautiful 20-something, with a rather low-cut dress and a upside-down ankh as a necklace.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, we share the same initial.
That's right.
It was meant to be, baby.
Enzo's ciao, Bella.
Oh, hello, Miss P. Can I call you P?
Okay, she can come along. Just don't get in my way, baby. Don't you be cramping Bradley's style.
Maybe you could make us sandwiches or something.
I got some shirts that need ironing.
Yeah, edit this
Yeah.
out.
Spot on. Yep, spot on.
So,
Let's
So where
go.
did she just like turned up? Has she just appeared in this
she clapped her hands and she
basement?
appeared on the steps. She didn't
Senor, shall we go?
Are you talking to me?
See,
If that's all, yes.
You know, I think that's the first time you've called me senor.
He's just putting on his Mediterranean charms for the lady.
He's just trying to. All right, easy, Enzo. Let's go. Okay,
It's just a woman, for goodness sake.
you have a deal. So get your mirror, and we'll be in touch. Where can we reach you? I'm assuming not this burnt-out husk of a shop. Sorry about that again, by the way. Ogilvy, you've got to learn to constrain yourself.
Okay, Mr. Bradley, if you say so.
People know where to come.
okay.
So,
Okay.
you leave the house
Right.
out the back way, and where there is a yard. There are some vehicles parked in the street.
Any big suitable ones that I'm scoping out?
Probably not in because where is this? This is Soho, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah. I mean, we could maybe mosey along to Covent Garden. There might be some decent.
There'd be some well-to-do motors down there, I would imagine.
How far away is Park Avenue?
Um,
If you could have- I don't know. Do we really need to nick one? Because we've literally got $2,000 of like ready cash, and we could just find some, a Bentley dealership or something, and get ourselves a nice swish motor.
Yeah, not in the middle of the night though. That's the only
It's not the
problem.
middle of the night, dude.
it's 11 o'clock in the day.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's different then.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was under the impression it was in the middle of the night. Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
So, everyone make
Yeah,
a.
because $2,000 is a pretty hefty stock of cash, isn't it?
You could buy most of Sussex.
I'm
Right.
going to look it up and see how much it
1920s.
is.
I
So
think
what is the
in
year, Kevin?
today's
Is
man,
it
it's
19
equivalent of like £3 billion.
Is it 1926, Kevin?
25.
Okay, all right, carry on. I'll look it up.
I'm trying to find some decent looking British
Yeah, good
British
luck with that.
cars. And there's some nice ones, but I don't think the Brits made nice. Maybe
No.
Bentley and Rolls.
You're probably looking for an-
It's got to be. It's going to have to be. It's got to be either a Bentley or a Roller. I think that's Prattley's style.
You could get a Bentley 3 litre from England for $9,000.
What? $9,000?
$9,000.
Oh well, that's about
20
£1,000,
quid.
then, isn't it? Back in 1985.
3 and 6, isn't it?
Yeah,
Actually, there is
the pound had a lot more clout in those days.
I believe actually it might be $8,000 to $9,000 on it.
Surely you've got an English source book handy. Green and Pleasant Land or some Summit.
Busily trying to find the.
By the way, that money works out to about $30,000.
Yeah, it's $10,000.
Yeah,
It says £2,000 or $10,000.
yeah. So it's quite significant.
You
There
have
you go.
enough-
Cash on the barrel. We got
3
two.
litre.
Thanks to Mr. Gavinar.
Yeah, certainly got plenty of cash there. You could certainly rent something decent with that or buy something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking a Bentley or a. I'm thinking Bentley because rollers are a little bit,
Ostentatious.
Yeah.
But I don't want to stick out.
We could get. We could just get a Bentley blower, right? In which case we'd all just be like crammed into the back, but it would look great. We'd look like Steed.
Oh, the 1925 Bentley looks good.
Is there any way place we can sort of throw these images up
3
without me
litre.
having to use my phone, which I don't really want to.
1925 Bentley 3 litre.
Let me,
Let me put this picture on the WhatsApp. Hold on.
so it's 1920 Bentley.
Hold on a minute.
The Investigator Handbook mainly has American vehicles. Huh?
Have a look on the WhatsApp. That's a 1925 Bentley Tourer.
I've seen better. No, I've seen like some really nice. I don't know whether they're Bentleys, and I don't know what year they are. I should say.
But we have 1 hour to get the mirror to the.
Some things can't be hurried, and so for the next 3 days,
we're picking a
pursued
delicious
by
motive.
deadly occult assassins. Arthur Prattley goes car shopping.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's good.
Will you fuck off? I'm trying to buy this car. Stop trying to stab me with an ankh.
Fit a mirror, sir.
Ooh. So I'm just now looking at pictures of 1925 cars. I don't know what that is, but that is like the Batmobile. Hang on a
There's some crazy design in the 20s.
Right, I'm going to
So-
check this one out.
It's a different time.
So we have to find a car dealer.
Check that one out.
Whoa.
It's like the Batmobile.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh my god, that's I come from good New England stock. I think that's just a little bit too. It's a little bit too flash, even
But it's a thing of beauty. Look at it.
That's not conspicuous at all.
yeah.
Isn't that like a Bentley Roach? Isn't it?
If I'm reading that right, that says that can't be a Rolls Royce. Sure.
I'm sure that's
Yeah,
custom.
Rolls Royce Phantom.
damn it,
It's a Rolls Royce
1939.
Phantom.
Really? Jesus.
1925 Rolls Royce Phantom is what that is.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you make a group luck roll,
Yeah.
the next street you walk round will have one of these out the front. That you have got.
We don't want to be rolling around in a nicked car. We've already got enough people. I can afford to. I've got a credit rating of 80. I can afford to.
A dealership with one of these ready to
Oh,
go.
right.
If
Yeah,
you make,
that's
a
a
luck
Rolls
roll.
Royce Phantom, boys.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. I'm looking for. That's a little bit. I've got a reputation to keep up.
Come on, that looks freaking awesome. I'll tell you one thing though, we wouldn't get a bloody mirror in it, that's for sure.
Right.
You don't go there.
Might be a bit impractical, maybe.
So, group luck roll. Who is the unluckiest person in the group?
Hello.
Hello.
Shall I make a roll then? Okay, let's have a go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on, dice
Flash
roller.
motor.
Let's
Flash
have you.
motor. Yay!
Oh, what? Did you manage that?
No idea.
Fantastic. Right, well, we're
Just
going.
lucky, I guess.
We're going to
Walk around the corner.
dealership
There
in
is-
Soho.
There's a Rolls Royce dealership that happens to have one of these out the front.
All right, let's see what rollers look like in the 20s. Rolls Royce.
I am now obsessed with the Rolls Royce Phantom, though. That looks amazing.
Yep.
That looks like a superhero car for sure.
Now that's
Isn't the
Rolls-Royce 93.
shadow? The shadow.
Yeah, there's a roll. I'm looking at a Rolls Royce Phantom 1 Sendanka de Ville, and that's what I'm thinking about.
Can you stick it on the WhatsApp group?
Oh God, I'm looking on my computer. I'd have to
Oh, okay.
use
Hang on.
my rubbish. I'll try.
What's it called?
Rolls Royce, what was it?
Rolls Royce Phantom 1.
Okay. Hold on.
See if I can see if those rolls.
Phantom 1920 or Phantom?
I just got Phantom 1. Oh, Phantom 2. There's a lot of Phantom 2s.
Oh,
But anyway,
okay.
that's the kind of that's the
yeah,
sort of
yeah. So that's
the
like
sort of-
that's like the Anthill mob car, right?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that looks good.
yeah.
It's got a running board and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'd say I agree with that. That's good. And that does look a bit more practical.
Yeah, it's fully enclosed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's definitely the motor for us.
fully
I think.
enclosed, and it should be able to handle a lot of stuff.
So at the front of this Rolls Royce dealership, there is not only a Rolls Phantom 1, there is the sleek Phantom. You have £2,000. These
Yeah.
vehicles are £2,000 each.
Okay. I would, in that case, then I just say, wait here, boys, and I'll just go in and I'll speak to the dealer and I'll say,
Can I help you,
how
sir?
much is that? How much is that one?
Make a credit rating roll.
Oh, here we go. If I fail this, I'm just going to blow all my luck to make this roll. Please do not F me. Please.
You're gonna burn luck on this roll.
No, come on, God damn you! Roll 20.
Hey, there you go.
Yes.
Whoa.
We are
Excellent.
traveling in style, boys. We're going to be turning heads up north like you wouldn't believe.
The only problem is we won't be able to afford any fuel for it.
Oh, rubbish. You don't worry about it. If you can't afford the fuel, you don't buy the car.
You've
Fair
got your own
enough.
cash. This is stolen
Yeah,
money.
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to know that. I'm an American.
No.
I just if he looks at, if I say 2,000, there you go. And if he looks at me queer, I say, hey, look, I'm an eccentric American. Okay.
Yes. You, as an American, you do. There's a bit of gravitas with the amount of money you've got. It's not going to be an issue. She says, "Yo, excellent. Would you like to drive it away? I think of gas."
Yeah, just fill her up, bring her around the front. I'll be waiting there.
Tompkinson, please come. Tom starts flicking his finger, and Tompkinson comes out with a bucket of.
Hey, Tompkinson. Hey.
He's actually
He gets everywhere, doesn't he? He's like the eternal champion.
fills it up with petrol and
With ethanol.
and as you leave, as you get into the car, you're about to drive off. You almost think you hear Tompkinson turn and say, "But my name's not Tompkinson." And you
Yes. Brilliant.
I just dropped the keys into Enzo's hand.
So, right, there you go, Enzo. Off you go.
Well, Pratley can't really drive that well. What's your
No.
driving skill, Enzo?
Enzo passes the keys to Henry.
Yeah. Yeah, Henry's driving skill's pretty decent.
I've got a drive auto skill. I don't know, Enzo. What are you doing? I don't know whether I've just bought this car. Look at the paintwork; it's immaculate.
I've got drive auto of 28.
28. I've got more than you, you pillock.
Mine's 20.
Oh, for God's sake! I'm not going to drive my own fucking car.
Oh, Henry will drive it. He just won't guarantee he won't crash it.
Hang on, P. How good are you at driving, girl? I'm guessing P's with us. Just witness. Oh,
Okay, so let's say P's driving skill is
she can't be important. She can't be important. She hasn't got any stats.
so her driving skill is
No problem.
whatever this role is. This is her driving skill. That's
Oh,
still
for
better.
fuck's sake.
Whilst that's rubbish, that's still better than the three of you.
It's 2% better than me. Oh God! Do you know what? Okay, right. Look, I know we're being hunted by some crazy. We need to hire a proper chauffeur.
Listen, Ogilvy can drive it. He has.
Yes, he's got
He can certainly
20.
drive it, but
I can drive it. I've got a drive auto of 30.
Well,
I'm. Oh,
let
right.
me
Fine,
try.
Get in the fucking car. Just get in the fucking car. And I'll just get behind the wheel. I go, oh my God. I hope nobody knows this is. And I go,
Enzo,
put it in gear
Enzo
and
gets to the
drive off.
side.
and it's a bloody stick shift.
Enzo gets in the right-hand side of the car, sits down, and realizes there's no steering wheel.
Nobody called shotgun. Which is good. I'm just sat at the front in this beautiful looking car.
Okay.
And then the dealership guys are looking on in.
So make a spectacular drive off from the car you just bought, and make a drive roll to see if you don't grind the gears as you're driving off.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Drive automobile.
Obviously, don't completely.
Ah dear, stalled it.
Right, shall
Clutch,
shall
man, clutch.
Ogilvy push you over to one side and have a go?
There's a tapping on the window. Don't flood the engine, sir. Would you like a push?
No, I don't want to fucking push.
Oh dear.
Oh, and Ogilvy failed it. Only failed it by one, though.
Well, you could push your luck. You could burn some luck.
I'm going
Arthur.
to do that. I'm
Oh,
going to
that's
burn some
right.
luck.
I could have burnt 52 points of luck to drive
I
away
only-
from.
62
I only
points.
need to burn 2 points of luck to get it to do it. So I'm going to burn 2 points of luck.
P is tapping her watch.
What do women know about cars?
No, you just burn it. You don't need to roll it. You just
Yeah.
delete.
Yeah,
So your
I'm doing
luck
it
goes
now.
from 35 down to 34.
Done.
So Ogilvy is driving then.
Okay, you're our designated driver. Pull
Okay.
over when you see the nearest off license, and then
I just have one question, Mr. Prattley, sir. Has anybody driven stick before?
I lean in really close. Don't wreck my car, Ogle.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
wreck my car.
Okay, I'll try very hard not to wreck it.
And yes, so we will. I guess, unless anybody else has got any other things they want to do, we
No.
go off, retrieve the mirror.
So you park outside. You drive around to the Shipley house.
Yeah.
You decide that the alleyway is far too.
There's a freaking Rolls Royce parked in the road. It's like not exactly. We're going full James Bond on this shit, right? Innocuous is not in our vocabulary.
Hey, chaps, I'm just going to take a quick comfort break. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of getting the mirror, you're going to simply run down, grab the mirror, and then run back. You can bring everything with you, or just a mirror. I suppose you've got to bring everything. You've got to bring the scepters and all the bags and stuff you stash in the boot.
Well, it's a big car.
Yes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can basically slot the mirror in some. Does it come with a roof rack?
Make a luck roll to see if they add a roof rack.
I do not want a roof rack on my car. I was joking.
Okay, don't have a roof rack. But you can slide the mirror in the side of the car. Two of you in the front, two in the back, and it'll just go in the front, and you'll be able to hold it. You might have to wind down the window a little bit, poking out.
Yeah, I think we just grab everything.
Yes.
So, as you put the mirror in the car, P says, "We should return to the rear of the Empire Spices with the mirror." So at this point,
Okay.
your paintings are still at your hotel. So if you want to try anything with the painting, so make an idea roll.
Who? All of us.
Yes, anyone wants to have an idea.
I love having it.
Back again.
Okay, so
Make an idea. Oh shit!
How does the idea?
I'm just drooling over my car.
that's a critical failure.
Yep.
What's just happened there?
This fucking car. This car.
So you've ended up at Shipley House. You've got the mirror, and I asked each of you to roll an idea roll.
How do you do that? Just
So that's luck.
Is it luck or is it knowledge? Is it intelligence?
Education. It always used to be a good idea. Arthur has clearly got no idea.
Have you seen this upholstery? Oh my god! I mean, say what you like about the limeys, but this car is just incredible. Smell it. Ogilvy,
Okay,
get your
I'm
face
smelling it.
down.
The P is sprawled over the back. Provocatively, that's what's disturbing you, distracting you.
She's got. Okay, you better tell me exactly how attractive this woman is, because this is a brand spanking new Rolls Royce.
She's got a charisma.
She's distracting me. Roll it. Come on, roll it. Roll it, mush.
Okay, so
You're on a drive auto. Roll her an appearance. Sauce for the goose, Mr. Savick.
oh,
Holy shit. Okay.
I was hoping that she wasn't a munter.
so
Wowza.
did I succeed on my idea roll?
You did. So both Henry and Enzo come up with the same idea. Your only connection to where you need to sit in the mirror is P. Now, you could either just simply kill P and dump her body, or you could show her the painting you need to get anyway. You would.
Sorry, you were breaking up a bit there.
Okay, so you could either kill her, dump her. You could bash her over the head and run off. You could go back to the hotel, gather the painting, and show her the painting.
Yeah, we could do that. Sorry, did I miss why are we trying to get rid of her?
Well, if you wanted to get rid of her.
Well, I thought the plan was that we were going to just take the mirror back to.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
we agreed that we don't really want the mirror particularly, do we?
It's a bit. It's not. It's nice, but it's not as good as a groovy painting. That
Yeah, the painting's much more impressive.
So
Okay, so she says that we need to go back to the Empire Spices.
how much time
okay.
do we have left?
Well, she's with us, so as long as we take her back.
25 minutes. Take you 35 minutes to buy a car and drive to 20 minutes. Take you 40 minutes to buy a car to ship the Shipley house, which is only around the corner. It's not that far away.
Well, we better get the mirror back. Then there's not time to go to the hotel and get.
No, let's get the mirror back, and then we'll go to the hotel after that.
Okay. So you drive back. And that's all she says.
Because I guess we don't want to make an enemy out of this woman if we don't have to.
Yeah.
As you get to the back of Empire Spices, you see a large panel van parked in the back.
You see, that's what we need.
On the side,
oh, come on over, man! For God's sake! I don't know how you do things in Baltimore, but no, simply no.
So you see this vehicle on the side of the vehicle. It says Fenris and Sons, which reminds you of the invoice from. So rummaging around your pocket for the invoice, it's on WhatsApp.
Okay, hold on. So,
Ferris and Sons. That's the vehicle. He says we should put it in there. As you can see from the invoice, the person that hired it was Zahiri, whatever her name is, Safri.
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Right. So, sorry. Who is it? Sorry, is it P or is it the other lady who tells us you're put into the van?
P.
Okay. Well, I guess we do what she asks, right?
Okay. So after loading in the back of the van, Zahira comes out and says, "You're excellent. That's really good." She gives you a map, the location of Miser House. Tells you it's best not to go there at the end of the lunar full moon because they have their rights.
So they have all the cultists will be there, right?
Yep. She says over the next few days it should just have a nominal amount of staff gathering tied up here. I will inform you when the best time to go is. It'll either be in a couple of days or at the end of the week.
Okay.
We need to coordinate our, shall we say, rampages?
You certainly could.
How are we going to make contact with her, though? Because our plan at the moment is that we're going back to the hotel and we're going to clear our stuff out, and we don't know where we're going to end up. So, does she have a contact telephone number or a?
I know she says I will telegram at your hotel.
Yeah, we're not going to be at the hotel because we're planning to literally go back to the hotel, aren't we, and leave. I think was the plan. So, can we telegraph her when we get settled?
Yeah.
I would, and you'll know when I've informed.
Okay.
She looks in the mirror and she runs a hand across the mirror. As she raises the hand towards her face, she can see the spices that are on the mirror. She says, you've tried to activate it. Yes, I will. I will inform. When to go.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not at all creepy.
No. You've seen how the mirror works. You focus on something and you can see it.
So she'll be able to find us, okay.
Yeah, she's going to be keeping tabs on us, all right.
That's fair enough. She'll have the front row for the rampage, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose she will. We're not ready to rampage yet.
No.
Oh, we also need to get a bloody camera. So shopping list. Pick up the kids, get a camera, and yeah, pack Perry Whistle off with the kind of the evidence that we found at the Shipley place.
No, Perry was already gone. He's
All
already...
right. Well, in that case, we'll box up the evidence. And we'll send it to the boarding house in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I suggest, though, now we go back to the hotel?
Yeah.
Yep.
As you're driving back, you're discussing.
Yeah.
Is P still with us?
No.
Cool.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed, but
I kind of liked her. She was pretty.
She's forget it, Ogilvy. She's out of your class completely. I mean, even speculating on such a thing is just the most extravagant sort of daydreaming. Focus, man, focus.
Okay,
we're going up.
I kind of liked her.
Henry, make a drive roll if distracted.
Okay.
I'm watching, like, you can feel my eyes at the back of your neck just drilling in.
This could go very badly, couldn't it?
Fuck!
Ogilvy wobbles the car. There's a grinding of gears before he brings it back into line and straightens up. Driving on the wrong side of the road is not the best thing to do, Henry.
It's okay, Mr. Bradley. I'll get the hang of it.
I will wind the window down from the kind of passenger, and I'll just like boof him on the back of the head and say, "This is not a fucking cattle wagon. This is a Rolls Royce. It's a precision instrument."
Oh dear. It's okay, Mr. Bradley. I'll get it. I'll keep practicing.
Yeah. So I mean, that to me is order of business. Get a camera, because we always go, "Oh, I wish we got a camera."
Yeah.
But also ship the evidence to boarding house in Portsmouth so that Perry Whistle can basically do his Magnum shaft thing. I can't remember what else was on the.
Because we did have a camera. Either.
No, we didn't.
I thought Perry Whistle.
Right, we nearly got a camera from some guy that
yeah.
crank called eventually, is what happened.
Yeah, that seemed to go. You got the better of your. You had a better idea once. Agreed to it. So.
And we're also get Perry Whistle, as we're just lumping all this kind of like scut work on Karen's character. Start having a look at the kind of the ships. So, because I'm thinking if once we start basically dropping artillery, Miser House, we are going to need to get the hell out of the country as quickly as possible.
Yeah, agreed.
So he can start looking to sort of like, ship times. I mean, I don't know where we want to go, but I think he should maybe start looking. Yeah, ship. So we can roll up on the quayside, just walk straight on the ship and just get the hell out of here before the hounds of hell are unleashed.
If Henry, if they're going to get a boat and go from Portsmouth to Essex, there you.
No, I was thinking that my thought was overseas, right? We just wherever we're going next, whether it's Africa or Australia or whatever, that's at least we want to get to the continent. We just want to get out of Britain.
Yeah.
But if anybody else has got any other plans, this is just me.
No, that makes sense. I think. Like I say, at least it keeps us moving forward. I think you're right. I think once we do this job up in Derbyshire, I think things are going to get very difficult for us. So.
Well, I don't think it's Derbyshire. I think it's going to once we do the Essex job.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So we're going to do Derbyshire first, and then go back to Is that
gets
the plan?
back to Essex, but once the shit goes down, I mean, he needs.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much know the timetable. We're going to, I guess, unless, and like I say, and you know, I'm not trying to force an agenda or anything, but I'm thinking that we're going to move against the Essex estate around about the kind of, you know, new moon or whatever. That's when we're going to act, and so he needs to be looking at kind of like ships that are leaving around that time. I just, like I say, I just want to, once we've done it, we're going to just be driving like buggery through Essex and Sussex and Hampshire and whatever. We're just going to get to the quayside, get on the boat, and then just leave, because I think things are going to get pretty bad once we've done that. We don't want to be hanging around.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. Yeah.
So do we need to book places on a ship?
I think so. I think he should, at least at the very least, he should start looking at what ships are leaving and what options are. I mean, I don't care if we end up in France, right? I'm quite happy to spend a couple of weeks in the south of France, soaking up a bit of sun, drinking Chardonnay, but I just don't want to be in Great Britain post Essex, Essex rampage stroke arson.
So what date is the new moon? Was it
7th to some? We've got a few days before the next one.
7th to the 11th, I think it was.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they do it every month, so we could potentially drop out.
Could do.
Unless we've aggravated them so much that they change their plans. I don't know how likely that is.
You won't know until
Exactly.
Can I suggest when we get back to the hotel that we do a once around the block, and if we make observation rolls to see whether we think that the hotel's being watched at all. Is that possible?
Yep.
Well, Enzo could do his disguise thing.
Yeah.
So that's something you could actually get out your change clothes, because you're still dressed in the excellent disguise that Enzo made.
Get out of our smoke-smelling clothes.
Yes. Yeah, that could be an idea.
Well, where are we going to get new clothes?
You've got the clothes in your luggage.
Yeah, but our luggage is in
a hotel?
Yeah. So we've got to go back to the hotel first anyway. But I'm just thinking it might be worth us doing a once around the block and see if we see any obvious.
Probably. Although it's quite a swanky hotel, isn't it?
Uh-oh. That didn't work.
Why are you making spot hidden checks? That was a practice, right? You weren't asked to make that. That's just a practice.
That's quite right. It was just a practice.
It's not, because the GM didn't say make a run.
No, he didn't. You're right.
Steve.
You're
stepping out of bounds there. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ogilvy, would you like to make a spot hidden?
Hey, what a great idea.
Wait, I've seen you've done one. No.
No. That was his hand slipped. Oh, at least it wasn't a critical failure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So Ogilvy.
You want to spend 16 luck to make it?
To be fair, no. I think Ogilvy's basically concentrating too hard on driving to notice anything.
You're quite right. I'll do this. You keep driving. I'll do the spot.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Here we go. Fuck, Enzo. I'm still enamored with this upholstery. You need to hit me. I'm obviously not capable.
What?
Have you seen this upholstery? Oh my god,
Bradley,
amazing.
You found the drinks cabinet.
Shit.
The fully stocked drinks cabinet in the seat in front of you.
Yeah, crystal chandelier, beautiful crystal glasses, port.
You mean a crystal decanter?
Single malt whiskies.
Lovely.
Why are we driving around the hotel?
Just looking to see if we can spot anybody dodgy watching the hotel.
They've got no idea. They haven't. Enzo, would you like to show them up? I mean, make a spot hidden.
Okay.
Hey, well done. Extreme success.
There is a little boy dressed in rags with a flat cap. Appears to be mulling around the front at the hotel.
Okay, let's introduce London to a drive-by. Just-
Just mow him down.
Friends, that little boy seems to have eyes on the hotel.
He's got a newspaper. He's not selling the newspaper. They're kind of like down one arm. He's constantly looking up at the hotel.
He's reading the Times. That's far too sophisticated for some street urchin. Right to be suspicious, Enzo.
The newspaper he has is the Scoop.
Ah, interesting. Good bit of theming. Very good. Is it possible then that we can... So is there likely to be a back entrance we can go in?
Yes, and there's parking around the.
Yeah, so we park around the back. It might be worth one of us staying with the car, however.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the idea of leaving the brand new roller in a back alleyway while we route around in a hotel.
I'll blow into the mouthpiece that like connects like Ogilvy, pull around the back.
Okay, Mr. Bradley. Okay, so I'll pull the car around into the back alley.
We need to get you a little hat, by the way. Oh, Enzo, where's your little hat?
The kid had a hat.
It definitely won't fit Henry. His head's definitely too fat for that.
Oh, I don't know where my
It'll
hat
look even
is.
better with it perched on top of his head.
But if Enzo were to make a disguise roll, Enzo, you think you could craft a hat from the upholstery back? If you cut a couple of pieces of the upholstery, make a hat for
Enzo is a smart guy. He knows that basically that would not go down well.
He's like Richard Benson, the Avenger.
Yeah,
master of disguise.
No,
We're going to buy a camera, so we might as well buy.
No, you could do it.
And Enzo also appreciates quality.
Right?
So he wouldn't.
Right. That's why I made him my chauffeur.
He
Nothing
wouldn't
to
take
do
a
with
knife.
that.
Wait a minute.
It was his plan all along.
He
Enzo
would never-
appreciates good stuff. If the professor was here, he'd appreciate this.
Yeah, no, I would never take a knife to the upholstery of the. I stay with the vehicle though.
Yeah.
So is there a side entrance to this hotel?
So
I
there
mean,
is
not like kind of the tradesman's entrance, but is there like a kind of? Are there two entrances?
It was an old. It was the actual inn was an old coachman inn, so you can drive in and park. However, because the alleyway is quite tight, Ogilvy needs.
Oh,
to drive
God
in.
damn it, Ogilvy! My paintwork.
Ogilvy's much stressed about driving this brand new vehicle into the alleyway.
Literally, only a few minutes old.
You need to drive in, and then when you leave, you need to reverse out.
Oh no, the reversing out worries me. But okay,
Hang on,
so I need to make a driving. Is that what you're
is
saying?
there valet parking at this place?
No, no.
No, that sounds credulous.
Right, just to be clear, you're saying I need to make a driving.
You're going to
Yeah, an
drive
easy
in
driving roll with plus 30%.
and then drive out.
Hey, look at that.
God bless your card sucks, Ogilvy.
Take
Well
that.
done, man. Well done.
Take that.
Take that, not scratched paintwork.
Because you made a success straight away, and when you come to reverse out,
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 attempts.
Okay, fair enough.
Essentially, going with a bonus dice, but I don't know whether you can do the bonus dice. On this.
No, that's fine. Let's just go with I'll go with that. That's how I'm happy with.
Lorenzo stays in, and the rest of you are going to collect all your luggage and the painting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I will assume that Herschel has taken his luggage with him.
Yeah.
So, the guy behind the concierge says, "Oh, you're leaving. Can I assist you with anything, sir? Like your
Just get our things out of the safe and give us the bill. We'll be on our way.
Oh, excellent. I will send one of the reporters. Tomkinson, go and get the. He looks surprisingly like the other chap. He said, "Go and get the paintings for the chaps, please." As you're bringing the stuff down,
Tomkinson,
yes.
do not look at that painting.
My name's not Tompkinson.
Well, Tompkinson, I don't give a shit what you know. You're not looking at painting.
It's Thompson, sir. But which painting? Should I
That's the idea. Well done.
Okay. So, should I keep my eyes closed when I'm going out? Or...
Oh, don't be preposterous, man. Just bring it out. It's rolled up. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, did you take? No, you didn't take it out of the.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We rolled it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of frame,
Oh.
boy. We vandalized the shit
No.
out of that painting.
No,
Okay.
not the main one.
No, the
Did
main
we
one. Yeah. No, you left it as wrapped up. The other ones are rolled up.
Okay.
Oh,
It was covered up though. It was
So,
wrapped up.
so basically, the stuff we slashed out the frame were the Shipley creepy paintings, but the kind of weird primordial teleportation painting we left in its frame.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because we covered it, didn't we? We covered it.
Yeah,
with
we
satin.
did. Yeah, but we
Yeah,
actually
okay.
wrapped it. We actually
Okay, I
wrapped
don't-
it up and tied it. Yeah, tied it
Yeah,
up.
I don't see any of that. I don't see any of that.
Okay, so Tompkinson starts to bring the painting out, and you notice that it's upside down. And if Tompkinson is not careful, he'll fail his dex roll and drop the cover of the painting.
God.
Oh, Willie, what's his dex roll, dude? Come on.
So that's his dex
Okay.
a roll, and this is his actual roll. So he's looking to roll under.
By the way, so I got the Webley, didn't I? So we got the money.
Yeah.
So old Spice Girl, she gave us the money and the Webley. So I've got the Webley tucked in the back of my trousers. Ah, see?
There you go. No problem.
You can get the stuff these days. We won't have to shoot our way out of this hotel long.
So he hands over.
That's certainly reassuring.
We
turn
haven't had
around.
a rampage for ages.
You could turn the painting round and remove the witnesses.
Witnesses to what? Some everyday normal folk.
Yes, and the painting.
No, I think we're good. Let's just make sure he's turned up the.
Okay, so you bring everything out, bundle it in the back of the car, and Ogilvy needs to make 2 drive rolls, best of 2, to get out
Okay.
without
So
scratching.
we've got everything in the car. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have every confidence. Get in there. Look at that. With a flourish.
That,
He
that's
reverses that with a flourish.
handbrake turn, good out, and you're off. Where are you going?
I'm going to rename him to Sterling Ogilvy.
Sterling Ogilvy.
I mean, we just want to get clear away from the hotel. Do we want to just head straight up north? Maybe stop on the way?
Do we want to get a camera first?
Yes.
I mean, we can certainly do that, yeah. Because, I mean, we've got all our stuff in the car, so we can now just drive around and find
Yeah.
where would you buy a camera from in 1920?
We need to stop off at whatever
Harrods or
what station
Selfridges or
did we, sorry, what station did we arrive at? Because I stashed the kids, didn't I, at the station?
Did we say Waterloo?
Yeah, it was Waterloo. That's
Yeah,
right.
so we need to pop into Waterloo.
That's
I will
fine. So we can
treat
go
the
to
kids.
Waterloo.
So that's Waterloo. Why is it not?
You stashed what?
The kids.
The guns,
There you go. That's Waterloo.
the heavy munitions.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just outside Waterloo Station, there is a general store, should we say, that will sell you a baby Browning. Not baby Browning. Yeah, baby Browning. Browning, not Browning. It's a handgun.
Yeah.
A baby.
If they're selling Brownings, then yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take 2. Yeah, you can have a photograph, a camera, and several rolls of film.
Great. What about booking a ship? Passage on a ship? Do we need to book that now?
Do we want to do it now, or do we want to wait? Because we don't know
We
exactly
don't know.
when we're going to.
We're either going to be. It'll either be the upcoming new moon, or it'll be next month. I think at the latest. So It really depends how we get on with Derbyshire and basically how many sessions it takes us to get through Derbyshire before Keza comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say maybe we hold off on that for now. We can always wire them from somewhere else.
Yeah, and like I say, hopefully the professor is investigating.
On the case, yeah.
So we can just like
he's in the background. He has a rough understanding of what you're doing. There will come a point where he doesn't.
He does.
even we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Can we get him to write it down and tell us?
In terms of communication with him, every now and then you send some information back to the States via telegram.
Yeah.
What you can do is, or what you'll do in the background is part of that is you'll give a location update to the solicitor, and Henry's going to do this. Henry, Herschel's going to do the same thing. So at some point, Herschel might be stationary in one place to be told next. So you might get a bit of a delay, but in terms of communication, you're going to have that kind of link as to he'll roughly know where you are via this background telegramming the solicitor in the States.
And we're also, before we leave London, at least en route, we will box up all the evidence we got from Spice Girls' basement, and we will send that to the house in Portsmouth for the professor to potentially share that with Barrington at.
Weren't you taking photographs in the house?
We didn't have a camera.
No.
We haven't had a camera up to this point, so I thought we should get a camera. But we did. But we got a lot of stuff.
I
per
vaguely
basement.
Henry had got a camera.
No, I don't think so. Because we remember we had to go through all that faff, and we were trying to get a camera off that photographer or something.
Yeah. No, the reporter.
Yeah, I must admit I thought the guy at the Scoop gave Herschel a camera. To get some
No, Herschel was. I mean, I think he was just bullshitting because he was like, "Have you got any good pictures, son?" It's like, "Oh yeah, we got loads of really good pictures. We just waiting for them to develop or something." But I, as far as my recollection is that we just totally bullshitting. We weren't able to get a camera, and then we didn't manage to take any pictures. We were just like conning him.
I think either way, Herschel's got the camera. Haven't you have one now? So you've got a minimum of one camera, but possibly two cameras. But Herschel's got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So
Okay.
you're driving.
Well, I think we should take. I think in that case, then we should have two cameras because the number of times we base. Because again, I think if we can take pictures, potentially, of whatever's going on, especially at the Essex,
Yep.
the Essex estate. If we can take pictures, we could just bundle all that in, send it off to Barrington, and say, "Okay, here's a bunch of evidence. Sayonara. Do what you like with it."
Okay, so worry about whether Herschel's got a camera later. But if you buy two,
What the hell does Herschel need a camera for?
nobody knows. So you've got two cameras and film, an unspecified amount of film that may or may not run out at an appropriate time.
Oh no! Specify that shit up front. No! You're not having any of that malarkey. You're not having any of that malarkey. What is it? A box brownie we're getting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this is how many rolls
Running a popular series of inexpensive cameras from Eastman Kodak, introduced in 1900. It introduced a snapshot to the map. It's a basic cardboard camera, simple, something like try and pronounce. Dicky-dacky-do, roll film. 20 brown is a lot of information.
So we got 8 rolls.
8 rolls of film.
Cool.
Yeah, 8 rolls of film. And you could always buy more. So when you take some photographs, mark them off at some point.
Who's going to be responsible for the camera? Who's the most Who's the most photogenic?
That definitely rules Ogilvy out then.
Well, yeah. I mean, Prattley's not particularly attractive.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not Enzo.
This is why I think I'm just going to double check Karen's Herschel's character sheet.
Where is photography?
Is it a craft skill or something?
Maybe. I thought it was. It used to be a skill. Photography in earlier editions was it? Operate heavy machinery. It's like a big. It's a 35mm camera.
So Herschel hasn't got.
I don't think any of us have.
No.
Oh, a film costs 21 to 50 cents a roll. Most with 6 exposures.
6. So 8 times 6 exposures.
Somebody write that down.
I can make
Get that on the record.
Yeah.
Right, what did you say? The camera takes what?
8 times 6 rolls. 8 times 6 exposures. Sorry.
8 rolls with 6 exposures each.
Right.
That's page 173 on the.
That's 48. You can take 48 pictures.
Is there a place we can write that on the?
I've just made a note in my bio and info. So I've made a note of that.
Yes. Yeah, you make a note in your bio, and I'll work out about adding extra bits.
Yeah,
I'll try and get the a single location where you can see all the handouts.
Yeah.
Look.
You can also
I made a note of that anyway. So
also on the possessions tab, there's a place to record stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be driving to Derbyshire.
Derbyshire. I think we need some beers for the road.
yeah, I mean that's going to be a good, that's a good several hours drive.
Yes, you're going to need to stop for petrol every now and then.
Yeah. No motorway services. In fact, no motorways in those days.
No. So yes, it's going to take a while to get to Derbyshire. But as you are parking, as you reverse out, you can see this kid again, holding the same amount of scooped papers. And he begins to run off as he sees you.
How does he see us? We're in a car he's never seen before.
No, but you stick out like a sore thumb. He's looking at the hotel.
Yeah.
Turned up and left quite quickly.
But to be fair, we came out from a back alley, so we drove into a back alley, came out of a back alley. So although the car admittedly is quite does stand out, I don't know he would have seen us because we're in the. But anyway, that's your call. So
as you begin to drive off, you can see the kid again, standing a few yards up, waving his hand in the air. He seems to have something in his hand, and he's waving his hand in the air.
This is not
Like
good.
you just don't care?
Yes.
okay, so we're driving away from him, though. Yes.
Then you're driving towards him. He's down an alleyway and run up the street and duck back in again, so he can be in front of you, waving his hand in the air.
Can I see, if I turn around, can I see where he's looking or waving to?
He's looking at you and waving at you.
He's waving at us.
Yeah.
Okay, should we hear what he has to say? Yeah, okay. All right, so maybe he's not doing what we think he was doing. So, okay, I'll pull the car over.
kid.
Get in, kid.
What's going on?
Hang
Name
on, how filthy
is-
is he clean looking?
He looks like a street urchin.
So he's fairly dirty?
Yes.
Well, he's not getting in the car now.
I guess we can talk to him through the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
He says, "Are you the blokes?"
Could be. Why do you ask?
Have you got the crocodile porn photo?
Sorry, the crocodile. What?
Crocodile porn.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Mr. Mahoney sent me. He said he wants his photographs, but he found the other clipping that oh, what's his name?
It's
That funny bloke. I forgot his name. Anyway, he said that this was the other clipping that he was looking at. I have no idea what he meant, sir. But he said you'd give me a crown or two.
Oh, did he now?
Puts his hand out and withdraws the article back.
I hand over some coins. Not really sure how much I'm handing over, but
He goes, is that all got, you dirty eye tie? And he hands over the
Shocking.
he hands over the what's it called? The newspaper.
Can I clip him round the ear from my driver's seat?
Take your hand off the wheel.
Well, yeah, because we're not driving, are we? We're parked.
No. He couldn't keep up. He sticks two fingers up, so you make a dex roll to try and clip him round the ear.
Okay. I'm not having him talk to Mr. Enzo. Little filthy little street urchin. Hold
If
on
you
a
really
minute.
want to scare him, put the gun on him. You're packing heat.
I mean,
aren't you?
that might be. Yeah, I am, but that might be a bit of an overreaction.
I don't know. Cheeky little,
I say, kid,
little
fuck off.
buck. Oh,
Hey,
come on,
cheeky.
Ogilvy. What the deuce?
Bollocks! I completely miss him. So what I do is, as I reach out to swipe him. No, but hold on. I reach out to swipe him, and because I miss him so dramatically, I just bring my hand back and then run it through my hair as if that's what I intended to do at the time.
And you notice as you run it through your hair that your watch was on that wrist.
snug.
Fair enough. I didn't like that watch anyway.
That's what a 98 will get you. He stole the watch as you tried to hit him.
Come here, you little thief!
Let's pursue him.
He starts to run off, and you can see him putting the watch above his head, sticking two fingers up, sticking one finger up.
Let's not pursue him because we.
Let's pursue that old bastard. Put your foot on the gas, Ogilvy. We've got a car.
Honestly, Mr. Pratty, it's fine. Yeah, but he's going to run down the alley.
Out the
And
pavement.
then Enzo can basically chase after him and fuck
Cap
him up.
him.
We'll wait.
Honestly, sir, it's fine. Let him have the watch.
Yeah, we have more important
Yeah,
business,
he
don't
needs it
we?
more. He needs it more than I do.
Wasn't that the engraved watch that Herschel gave you?
What was that?
Wasn't that the engraved watch that Herschel gave you?
No, it's not. No. No, the prized possession I have that Herschel gave me is my notebook. So,
It's the watch that when your father died in World War One, that chap came round that he smuggled out of the camps. No.
okay, you're just now.
Yeah,
This
it
watch has
didn't
never
work.
been.
It was just like it just was packed with feces. The gears were just like. It just like, it
I'm not
hasn't
having
run
that.
properly since he stuck it up his jacksie.
No, I'm not having that.
It's not kept regular time since.
That watch has never been mentioned before, so now let the kid have it. It's fine.
Okay, I put the article in the WhatsApp.
Right, thank you.
Mr.
Oh yeah, so this was the other. Okay, yeah. Oh. Okay. A monster of darkness.
There's parallels of what happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that
Okay.
suggests, okay, yeah, so it sounds like it's,
So that's Glasgow.
Let's just blow this berg.
yeah.
Let's
I
just get
agree.
out on
Let's
the open
just-
roads. Let's get out on the, I don't know what the roads were like in the 1920s.
So you begin
Let's
to
get out on those A roads.
you begin to make your way outside of London. It takes a while to get outside of the actual city, and you get to a place called Barnet.
Barnet.
Before you realise that none of you have ever been to England, Great Britain before, so you have no geographical knowledge of where Derbyshire is.
They've got
Pulled
roads.
in a lay-by, I say a bit of spare ground on the road, and realise that you don't actually have a map of London, map of England. You don't know where you're going.
So I guess what we'll do is we know.
Well, we just pop into the nearest petrol station and we'll get ourselves a survey map because they were extremely popular in the 20s. Ordnance survey maps. They were like touring maps, all kinds of. So yeah, 2 up.
So
I mean, we know we need to head north, don't we? So I guess we head north out of London.
So driving north, you get, it doesn't really become proper. You get, and then it's just, desolate wasteland up above what you do find.
It's not desolate wasteland. I've watched The Devil Out. The roads are pretty good.
So you get a few miles up the road, and you see a service station with an old-fashioned, brand new pump. And they sell maps and a variety of maps and water maps. And there is a map of England, and it does pinpoint where Derbyshire is and the location that you're going to. So your options are either Derby, which is Henson Manufacturing, or the village of Edow. The village of Edow is where this alleged beast took place.
Alleged what? Sorry.
The article was talking about a murders in Derbyshire, in the village of Edow. Edow is just above Derby.
Okay.
There's only a few miles difference.
Well, I suggest we go and check out the village first. Because I mean, if they're so close, it doesn't really matter, does it? So we can let's do the village first. Maybe we can find a guest house or something.
Sounds
Yeah, I
good
mean,
to
it's
me.
probably going to take us. What time is it now?
So
Afternoon, early afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to have to stop on the way anyway because it's going to take several hours to get to Derbyshire. I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a coaching in or.
Yeah. We can probably find a hotel or something, just on the way. Because, like I say, even these days, it's like a 3-hour drive to Derby from here. So, in an old 1920s Rolls Royce with crappy roads, it's probably going to be 6 or 7 hours. I would have thought.
Calm off it. This suspension is out of this world.
Yeah, true, but the roads aren't up to it though. That's the only problem.
Well, they're not. They weren't terrible. I mean, they were definitely.
No, they weren't. But
sure
you didn't have motorways. You didn't have motorways.
No, it would be.
So they would be A roads. Yeah, no, fair play. But again, I still reckon it's going to take several hours to get there.
it's 170 miles.
How fast is this? If this car goes 170 miles, right? That's
Not sure.
how
GM.
fast does this car go? How fast can you drive, Ogilvy?
I'm better the slower I go. To be fair.
Oh, come on, we want to
Let's-
open this baby
let's-
up, see what you can do.
Let's say we do 50 miles an hour. That's
Russell, you
3.5
don't want to say that because then you know what he's going to do. He's going to make me make a driving, which I'm going to fail spectacularly, and the car's going to.
We're in no particular rush.
So we're in no hurry, are we?
Countryside.
Yeah, we're driving along nice and
Yeah.
safely.
Yeah,
So-
No problem.
we'll put the radio on.
3.5-hour drive,
It's got a stereo, right?
50 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Probably.
If
We'll
you
put
want
on
to
a
get there,
gramophone record.
Gramophone.
so
Listen
I
to the
think
jazz.
a drive skill roll to see if you get there
Oh, for God's sake.
3 hours.
You know what it's like, Steve? You can't be at all surprised.
I suppose not. Right, hang on a second.
If you get a critical failure, it's a flat tire. Oh, you're off roll 20.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going back in. I don't know why it keeps kicking me out, but I'm back in, so it's fine. Right, hold on. Right,
you need to.
Yeah, I muted it.
Okay, cool.
Let's have a look. A drive roll, did you say?
Yeah. This will determine whether you get there in 3 hours or 4. A critical failure is a puncture. That's just a failure. It's just 4 hours to get there.
Okay, fair enough. Again, he's not used to these roads, so.
So you're going to get there around 8:30 at night.
So I guess what we'll do before we do anything else is just find a pub or like somewhere to stay, and get something to eat.
We'll find it. Yeah, we'll find. Are we actually in? Where did we drive to? Was it
the village, wasn't it?
Village of Edel.
Yeah.
Got to the village of Edel at 8:30 at night. Or
So
in the
there'll be
evening.
Pub, presumably.
Yeah, some kind of there must be an inn or something, coaching inn.
We'll walk in and they'll go, "You're not from round here, are you?"
Or go to the slaughtered lamb or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
You drive around and you find there is what looks like a pub, and outside it says the Laughing Horse. Now it's noted that the skies are getting dark, and there's a light drizzle turning into a proper shower. It is quite wet.
Okay, so we just want to get a couple of rooms for the night. I guess is the first order of business, and then we can worry about what we investigate tomorrow. But
Park the vehicle, lock it up, and go inside. Behind the counter is a is a rather rotund. Can I help you, sirs? She obviously moved up from.
Do you have rooms?
Oh, we don't have 4 rooms.
We don't need 4 rooms. We need 3.
3 rooms.
Correct. There are 3 of us.
Yes, there is 3. There is 3 of you.
Yeah.
I can do 3 rooms.
Excellent. Kindly do so. And we've been traveling for hours. So if you
a double or a single, sir?
I think we can stand for single rooms.
yeah,
Unless you and Enzo want to.
I've only got the 1 single, sir. I've got some doubles and a single.
Well, then we'll have the 2 doubles and a single.
It's 2 and 6 a night, and breakfast is included.
Okay, that's more.
Is that a lot? I don't know. Ogilvy, it's 2 and 6 extortionate.
No, that's it's most reasonable. I think we'll take that. Sure.
All right then. And perhaps you could find your way to making us some supper. We've been on the road for hours.
I'll go and make you some grub, sir.
Excellent.
And she wanders at the back, and another chap comes out. Aldo,
Hello.
you're not from round here, are you?
You're very perceptive.
10 out of 10.
I was saying at the back. I can't place those bloody accents. What? I barely understand what you're saying, sir. What? Where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota.
Was that a soup? Oh no, that'd be minestrone. I don't know where Minnesota is.
No, it's in America.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to say that again, sir. A bit slower.
What do you know of minestrone?
Minestrone.
I can make you some minestrone.
Minestrone.
It's really not important.
Look, just get the bags up to the room, okay?
I don't know if you've been to London, sir, but we don't carry bags up here. You got to do that your bloody self, sir.
Ogilvy.
Yeah. Ogilvy. Take my bags out.
Okay,
Excuse me.
so
Do you actually-
grudgingly, Ogilvy will just take the bags upstairs. He's not even going to ask at this point.
Can we have some
I'm
beers?
guessing-
I got
Steady on Enzo.
I got Vickers Nobler or old Parsons breeches. Local ale.
What do you fancy, Enzo? The parson or the nobbler?
What do you recommend, sir?
I have literally got no idea.
Everyone likes
Just
a
give us 3 pints of parsnip and a
parsnip.
scotch.
Oh, we don't get that fancy drink up here, sir.
You don't have scotch.
No.
What do you have?
Oh, if you'd like some whiskey.
Fine. We'll have 3 whiskies.
Excellent. Irish or Scottish?
Irish. Tell me,
Irish.
do you have any friends, family, anyone that would notice if you happen to disappear? Anyone to mourn?
I'm sure I have loads of. What are you saying, sir?
No, just curious. The curiosity of a tourist in your fair country. It's a very common question.
Oh,
back
I
in
see what you're doing,
West of
sir.
A.
You know what Curiosity did?
Yes, got its head blown off. Now go and get our drink.
It killed the bloody cat. Or
Aye.
get your drinks. And he wanders off and he comes back with 3 glasses of brown liquid, pint glass of brown liquid, and 3 small glasses of brown liquid. There isn't much difference between the liquids in terms of colour, only the size of the glasses.
What about the smell?
Yeah, Enzo. I was just going to say, Enzo sniffs suspiciously at the.
Definitely whiskey. The brown stuff, never, unless you've actually tasted real ale, you've got no idea. It feels warm.
Lovely.
We've been boozing it up in London for weeks now, so yeah, this is
Oh,
like we're totally down with this British brown beer, warm beer, brown beer stuff. Well, yeah, just dig in. We haven't had a drink for ages, so
Okay.
Enzo puts down the empty glass.
At this moment, when he stops speaking, you realise that actually the pub is deadly silent apart from the conversation you just had. There are people staring at you.
I think we've been in this movie before, haven't we?
so how many people? So I guess we're in the bar.
Yep.
Is there a saloon?
No, just one room.
Yeah. And how many people?
Let them stare.
Yeah. Is Ogilvy back?
Yeah, Ogilvy comes back down, sort of rubbing the
Panting.
small of his back somewhat.
Yeah.
But he's funny. He
Well,
gratefully.
there's a pint and a shot in.
Yeah, he gratefully scoops up the pint and sort of downs it pretty much,
Oh, that's no good.
just because he's tired.
And then just like,
It's been a long day.
There's about 10 people in the bar.
Yeah, just ignore them, frankly.
yeah, if they're
Yeah.
just being, are they just? I mean, what is
It
it
is-
kind of like? What is the
It's-
kind of sense of their kind of like not speaking? Is it kind of like, oh, strangers, or is it just
No,
sort of
it's-
dumbfounded? How these cosmopolitan butterflies have entered into our dreary lives? Oh my god!
Strangers, you turned up. The 3 of you have got strange accents. And definitely strange demeanours.
What's the vibe? Is there
Fabulous
tension
clothes,
in
though.
there, or
There is a degree of tension that feels like the atmosphere has changed dramatically.
Is that from us, or is that just a general atmosphere that's around?
It's your presence as you came into the the bar, everyone stopped and went, "Oh, that's a bit odd. Strangers, American strangers as well."
I don't think we can do much about their curiosity. I think we just might
So,
have drinks and then head to bed, really, because I think it's been a long day, isn't it?
Unless we have a massive party.
Yeah, we could do that.
So
Buy more
So
drinks.
is the bartender there?
He stepped back.
Is it
Okay,
always
that's-
as quiet
that's
as
worrying.
this?
I say loudly, Inspector Pratley, what's the plan for tomorrow?
Way to
What?
go, impersonating a police officer. Excellent.
What the hell are you talking about, Enzo?
Are you a police officer?
I'm just Enzo. Are you giving me the PC kind of like I look telepathy of like I'm explaining the plan to you now? Are we on the same wavelength?
Well,
What? Oh yes, I didn't think we were going to let that particular cat out of the bag, Enzo.
Oh, so quite right, sir.
Right, Ogilvy's going to lean over the bar.
Hang on,
So, Have
oh,
you
but
heard
no.
of the FBI?
Of course, they haven't heard of the FB.
When I was at school, there were lots of fibbers. Lots of fibbers. I know all about fibbing. That's how I lost my first wife.
How can he tell that we're lying?
No,
me
he's got
see the
FBI.
roll.
Spells fibber.
So he says we're lying when we.
No. So Ogilvy said we heard of the FBI, and no
I
idea what
see.
the FBI is. Going to go, oh, FBI. That says that means fibber. So he's gone with that.
Okay. I let Enzo.
Technically,
I'll give you run with it. Go with it. I'm ordering a second round at this point, so it's like, oh, let these guys do their thing.
Don't know. I'm no fibbers here, sir.
Okay, well, we can't talk about it
Why can't we talk about it?
because we're traveling
Can't
incognito.
talk about the fibbers. And Ernest starts giggling
Never mind.
behind you. There's a chap laughing into his cups.
Can we have another round of beers?
Yeah,
So-
another round of drinks, I think, is called for.
He's pouring drinks. Is that just to wash away the taste of the previous drink?
Yeah.
Is it really? Well, if it's total crap, if all they've got is crap, then yeah, won't drink anymore. But if they decent beer, we drink it.
Give more
Yeah,
drinks.
totally.
So, what you come up here to investigate, sir? You're not on one of those newfangled holidays.
No, apparently this is business.
What kind of business? Are you not? You're not seeing if Ethel's been on the game again? And everyone in the entire bar giggles.
I say, chaps, I just need to go on mute for a couple of minutes. Carry on.
Okay.
Never heard of her. If she's on the game, good luck to her. Hope she doesn't get the clap.
Oh, Ethel wouldn't get the clap. And again, entire pub starts performing.
No, we're here about a murder.
A murder?
Actually, there were several murders, weren't there?
Couple of
That's
murders, yeah.
right, sir. The monstrous murders.
Because to be honest, I've not paid. Enzo, you better just paid zero attention to this particular subplot. So I can't remember any of the details because I don't think I bothered reading the newspaper articles about that murder.
That's okay. Just go with it. The murders. Oh, well, they happened some 3 months ago. Oh,
And do you know anything about this?
and Lydia Perkins were murdered. Both were torn to shreds on different nights. And a day
Lydia-
later, Harold Short was attacked. He was lucky to survive. Most fear that the monster would come back.
Did they survive?
Oh, Harold Short did. And as he says, most of them survived. The guy that was guffawing earlier, Ernest, stands up and says, "Beware the moon! Many have heard owls in the moon, full moon. When the moon is full, they remind. It's tomorrow night, the full moon. Beware the moon."
I just turn around to the bar and I just like snap my fingers and I point at that guy saying, this guy gets it.
I caught a glimpse, and the guy sitting next to me, I caught a glimpse of the beast. No
Then I'm
dog
back again.
walking around on his back paws, and no dog hairy ripping for bone, as the way they did to poor Lydia. You're catching some of what he's saying, not all of it, but there's words that you have no idea comprehension of what he's saying, but you're getting a gist of what he's saying. They say the black dog of Ede is abroad, a great big beast, black as night, with glowing red eyes. All who hear its howl, be sure death is coming.
And where did you see this beast?
On the moors. Well, I didn't see it. A friend of mine saw it.
And who be this friend of yours?
Well, they do say the vicar, Jeremy Stratton. He caught a glimpse of the beast.
Very interesting.
And,
Jeremy Sutton.
He says, "Oh, you know, Constable Tunwell, he shot that wild dog, and as far as he's concerned, settled the matter."
Constable Tunwell, did you say?
Tunwell, Tunwell. And there's at this point, you realise there's actually one woman in the bar sitting with another chap, and she says, "Oi, he didn't look nearly so sure when those big city detectives found out about the killings, nor when the inquest was held. Murmurs of agreement flow around the murmurs of flow around the bar at that."
Yes, this has turned into a most singular case. That's why we're here. Myself and Agent Lorenzo and Bourgeois Ogilvy
Bourgeois.
will investigate this strange and singular series of attacks.
And you all turned and talking to the chaps that were in the bar. Just then, you hear a kind of a donk behind you, and as you turn around, there's a police officer who's just put his hat on the bar. Face is very red, and if anyone wants to make a successful psychology roll,
Good evening, sir.
I'll do.
Made it.
Nice.
He's definitely embarrassed by what's going on in the bar. Yeah, I understand. For conversation, you may be investigators from the big city. Sorry.
Something like that, yes.
What can I help you with? I'm not sure whether you want to chat here or go back to my police station. Although I must admit, talking is thirsty work.
Barman, please bring a beer for Constable. Is it Constable?
Constable Tumwell, at your service.
Pleased to meet you. Well, let's have a drink and...
Careful now. Careful now, Inspector Lorenzo. Remember, our mission here is very hush-hush.
Of course, of course.
You from
No
the
offense, Constable.
That accent, is it Irish, sir?
No.
Oh, okay. So
Does-
come to the snug and we'll have a chat.
Very good. Barman, another round. Good evening, I say to the masses sitting around in the bar.
And they raise their glass and go, "I'll do."
And we follow the policeman, the policeman.
And he sits down at the bar with his drink. So, can I help you with? You seem to be about these this cold case this case that we closed a few months ago.
Yes, we've been tasked by various interested parties to investigate this singular series of attacks. Perhaps you can shed some light on it.
Well, it is an open and shut case. There was a
His Majesty will be very interested to hear that.
so as far as I'm concerned, the matter's closed, and we should just move. I tracked down a wild hound that had attacked and killed two local villagers. Attacked a third. I shot the hound, and it's gone off to die in the hills. No trouble since I shot that blighter, thank God.
Well, it sounds like you're well on top of the case.
Absolutely, Governor.
You don't mind if we spend a few days here. Take in this beautiful scenery and this rather excellent brown liquid that you serve.
This is piss water, sir. If you want to, fucking horrible. If you make a charm, fast talk, persuade, or intimidate roll,
Who, me? Who, sir? Me, sir?
you, sir.
Charm? Oh, no.
Or fast talk, or persuade, or intimidate.
I don't do charm. Fast. Oh, intimidate. I've got in buckets. I can only find. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hard success. He sees his shoulders sink, and he goes, "Look, okay, I can tell you what I know. George Osgood and Lydia Perkins, the bodies were found on consecutive days. The attack on Howard Short.
Are you taking this down?
I am, sir.
Joshua Ogilvy.
It's all being recorded.
Please,
So-
Ossifer.
And the attacks on Howard Short happened a day later. All the incidents took place near their homes." He goes, he leans forward. He goes, "The bodies were ripped apart and savaged. Grisly sight, not for the squeamish. The police examiner who came down confirmed that the bites and claw marks were evidence of a wild animal attack, such as a large dog. Howard Short was knocked unconscious and suffered deep lacerations to the abdomen, to the stomach. He survived and has gone to his brother's house in Skegness to recuperate. These incidents happened 3 months ago during the nights of the moon."
Very interesting. Barman, another round of whiskies here, please. It's a cold night, officer. You must be chilled to the bone.
I am. I am. But I must be getting back to my darling Ethel.
Of course. Of course.
So if there's anything else, you can come and find me at the police station.
I'm sure we will look you up. And if you could please keep this hush hush.
Oh, I will do,
Very
sir.
much
He
appreciated.
knocks back his scotch,
Yeah.
your scotch, and Ogilvy's scotch. Sticks his thumb up,
Another round, barman.
and he leaves.
Okay. So I will say, look, we're not fucking policemen, Enzo. We've got no credentials, we've got no badges or anything. These people aren't idiots. But perhaps they're idiotic enough. So I'm suggesting that what we do is we pretend to be a special investigative task force that answers only to His Majesty King George himself, who has taken a special interest in the case. That's going to be our cover story.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Perhaps
Yeah,
we
it
can
works for
wow
me.
these gullible locals with
Agents of the Crown.
exactly the League of Extraordinary Investigators.
Messrs. Pratley, Ogilvy, and Enzo.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Yeah. Sorry, Ogilvy, I couldn't come up with a name on the spot. I'm giving you a name, but I
That's
couldn't.
okay. That's okay, Mr. Pratley.
Okay, so
You like Ogilvy? That's a good name. It's a strong name.
Yeah, so luck rolls each to try and remember what the name you gave for Ogilvy.
Hang on, Ogilvy's got the same name.
I thought you said it was
Bourgeois.
No,
Bush.
Bourgeois is his title.
Oh, okay.
Like like inspector, or what did you call me? I can't remember. I was inspector.
Yes.
What were you? Were you detective?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant?
No.
Lieutenant? Yeah, lieutenant. You're Lieutenant
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, and it's Bourgeois Ogilvy.
Okay.
So, well, I mean, I don't know if you talk to the natives at all, or you're just going to basically hit the sack.
I think we should probably hit the sack because it's been a long day and a drive.
So it's 10:30.
Not in the back of that roller. It's just been delicious. The upholstery is like amazing.
It's easy for you to say I've been driving.
At least it's enclosed. At least you've got an enclosed cab.
That's true, yeah.
See, I pamper you, Oakley.
You do.
Did someone say it's full moon tomorrow?
Yes, full moon tomorrow. So you could either call it a day at 10:30 now, and then next session do your investigation.
What little there is to be had of it.
Or
I don't think we're well equipped for investigating.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you know, I'd like to, if we can wrap it up at some shortly, that'd be handy for me.
So we end the session with you going to bed, and tomorrow morning, which I'm going to say is the 3rd of February.
Yeah.
3rd of February, we will start. So S12, 3rd Feb. Okay, that gives me the opportunity to get some map done. Now, what's everyone's sanity on? Because I think we're running quite close to the bone, some of you.
31.
31. I'm pretty sure you lost loads.
Did
Yeah.
I
was
lost.
I supposed to lose some insanity for the fog thing?
Fog thing, you only lost. Yes, you lost 9.
9. Okay.
I lost. I think I lost.
Yeah, I lost 9 as well.
We all did, right?
Yeah, I think Ogilvy. Sorry, Enzo lost 7.
Yeah, Ogilvy lost 9.
Yeah, I think it was Ogilvy that lost 9. If you go up,
I'm on 59 out of 70.
okie dokie. Well, I'll double check. But so at the end of the English chapter, you'll get an opportunity to upgrade your sanity and luck points and what. But as we've moved a little ways, you can all make skill rolls to the skills you've ticked.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I can't even. Oh, I can check. I can check.
You can, yeah.
Can you just remind me? When do you check on your skills? When you succeed? Only when you succeed on a roll.
Yeah, that's correct.
But it's only for skills. It's not for stats, is it?
No,
Just skills.
the skills.
I did succeed at first aid.
My hit points are quite low as well. When do?
So all the damage you took from the month, you can wipe off. It's been a day. You've slept for 10 hours, and you've driven up peacefully in the back of the car, so you can be back up. Everyone can be back up to normal points. Nobody took any proper physical damage, just bruising and what damage.
Cool.
And what were you saying about the skills?
So any tick skills, you can make a 1d10. No, you've got to make a education roll and your education, or a. It's over education.
It's above your education because it gets harder. It gets harder as it goes up.
Above your education, and then you get a 1d10 to add to that skill. So Ogilvy's definitely got driving.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll do that start the next session.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Right.
There is a telegram. It's here. You can send telegram to Perry Wessel. No, not Perry Wessel. Yeah, to Herschel.
Brilliant. Okay. Right, chaps. Is anyone's got anything to say? Because I'm recording.
No.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks indeed.
Cool. Everyone keep well. Try not to sniff. Italian.